What's up, Gene Lux? Hey, William. I am doing good. My arm is starting to get sore. And I'm a little tired. But aside from that, pretty good. Although I do have an interesting story. I hope it doesn't discourage anyone from getting the vaccine, but it was a mildly scary experience. And thank you, Telty. And thank you, Zakia. And thank you, Justin. I had a bit of a mental breakdown. We've all been there, Rogue. Hey, Teo. I got my shot about 4 hours ago now. Nice, Telty. I'm happy to be part of the statistics that show fully vaccinated. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look up what the current numbers are. COVID vaccine percentages by state. I follow the one that NPR does. That one seems to be pretty up to date every single day. Yeah, that was just updated today. Uh-oh, went down a little bit in the last week in terms of doses administered. Oh, that's interesting. Of course, Georgia would be behind on the trend. But the United States should be 50% vaccinated by June 19th. And that's if 50% of the country actually get it. And my state is currently at, oh, we're almost up to 20% of the total population in the United States being fully vaccinated. Not terrible. Nevada, of course, is lower on the list, 18.2%. So when that stat gets updated for tomorrow, I'll be a part of it. And I got Pfizer, Justin. Something else good for us? What do you mean? I mean, I have an interesting story about the vaccine because I had an allergic reaction. It wasn't too bad, but it did freak me out. Did you hear about Brazil's COVID problem? I mean, someone here in the chat is from Brazil, and they've talked about how the COVID situation is just like really, really bad over there. Like they won't be able to have vaccines probably for like another year or something. And yeah, good old Georgia. Need to get the vaccine, but my mom's scared I might die. You'll be fine. Like I had an allergic reaction and I was still like totally fine. And Georgia's just slow on the uptake. Like it says they won't reach 50% vaccinated until like September. 4,000 COVID deaths in Brazil over 24 hours. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Although weren't we reaching the same numbers here in the States back in like December and January? And you got the Moderna one. I mean, Moderna and Pfizer, honestly, are really, really close to being the same vaccine. It's just the dosage that's, like, different between the two, really. And thank you, Lucia. Getting Moderna Saturday, and I hope I'll be fine. You should be. My roommate said he got the chills after he got his, but other than that, he was fine. Fuck, I hate how sore your arm gets. Like, I'm not even at full soreness yet, but it's starting to kick in. I knew I had an allergy to the vaccine because after I got the shot, they tell you to wait about 15 minutes before you can leave the facility just to make sure you don't have an allergic reaction or anything. And while I was sitting there, I got hives like all up and down my neck, and I was like, oh shit. I hope I don't fucking die right now. But I walked over and they were just like, how do you feel? And I was like, well, I got all these hives, so that's probably not good, right? And they were just like, Just give it like another 10 minutes. If you have trouble breathing at any point during that, then we'll start, administering like emergency support. But that never happened. The hives went away pretty quickly. And I was like, whew, got me nervous. But yeah, apparently that's not super uncommon, but it's not that bad either. It's just one of those moments where it makes you panic a little bit, but you're fine. Chances of dying from the vaccine are far, far lower than you getting COVID. And technically, your chances of getting COVID are already decently low. And yeah, Emily, this was my second dose. I got one dose, but I get the other one on April 22nd. Nice. No, CVB, that was me too. My anxiety just went, I was like, oh, fuck. And I got the Pfizer one, Telty. And yeah, Zikia. It happened. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like, oh, my neck is fucking itchy. And then I I used my phone to show my neck, and it was just like a couple hives right here next to that gland that will swell up if you have an allergy to something. So clearly I did have a mild allergic reaction, but that was it. It went away pretty quick, and now I feel fine. My arm is just starting to get sore, as it's supposed to whenever you get a vaccine. Tonight or tomorrow, I might get some symptoms, like a headache or muscle aches or chills or whatever, and then they'll go away by the time I have work on Friday, and that is all there is to it. Well, I have to wait 2 more weeks for the vaccine to fully take effect, CVB, but then yes, playtime. No, nice, Telty. It was funny, I recognized almost everyone in the center going back for their second dose, because I saw them 3 weeks ago for the first dose. I was like, oh, I remember that dude, and I remember that lady over there, and I remember him. It was kind of funny. Felt nauseous after my first shot. My stomach feels a little twisted up right now, but that's probably because I'm drinking a mocha frappe. And every time there's something that might make me feel bad, I do something that will for sure make me feel bad, so I don't know which one of them is actually doing it, and I just assume it's the one that for sure makes me feel bad. It's all about the mind games. 2 more weeks and you'll wear out your phone going through scrub. Probably not. I'm not trying to go super hardcore on it or anything. Hey, Trina. And keep you updated on what? This is the update. I'm vaccinated. I'm done. To be honest, this sounds too much for making ourselves get well. Nah, it's fine. Even the wait time was way better this time. The first time I had to wait, they didn't have a really good system, so it took 2.5 hours. This time, I waited 30 minutes, and there were just as many people. And they were just they had a good system. And it wasn't like they were being careless or anything. The nurses were all taking the exact same amount of time as they did the first time. They just had everyone separated, by their type of vaccine. So there was a line for Pfizer, a line for Moderna, a line for Johnson & Johnson. So it was just really easy to pick where you needed to go and then just get it done. On your symptoms after 2 weeks. I mean, you should only have symptoms from a vaccine 1 to 4 days after you take it. Should definitely not have any 2 weeks from then. About to perform what, Black and Conscious? Bye, Shayna. I really hate when your arm gets sore. It's not that bad, it's frustrating. You go to lift it and you're like, ooh. Feels like I just had a workout. And I didn't run into a fence this time on my way out, so that was nice. Also got a way better parking spot. Excuse me. 1 year pandemic and still no zombies. What a scam. True. Like, I'm even wearing my Keep Calm and Kills Zombies shirt. Why are you pissed off, Black and Conscious? You're always pissed off. What are you pissed off about now? I want to hear this story. And by the way, that wasn't a dig. I'm always pissed off too. I totally get it. I very much enjoyed your Adventure Dome Live. Oh, I'm glad. And I did go over to the New York hotel, and the line was like an hour and a half long, and I was like, fuck that. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Silversight. I'm excited for that. Telling me you have an awesome video about Negan. God damn it. That's what I should have named this live. I should have been like, 42 reasons why Negan is a piece of shit and needs to die. And the stream just would have immediately gotten like a couple hundred dislikes. I'm glad some of you went over to that video to check out the negative comments, because I wasn't lying. I'm like, those people are like fucking nuts. They lost their shit on me over that. Sometimes we just have those days, Rogue. And yeah, the fence did not attack me this day. But that's because I didn't even go by the fence. I got a better parking spot, like, well away from the fence. Not like on purpose, but it just kind of worked out that way. What, Teo? I checked the video again today to see the dislikes. Almost as many as the likes. And yeah, I know. I know. People do not like that opinion. They're like, you don't like Negan? That means you're a shitty reactor and you're stupid. Okay. I'm glad I don't get that reaction for hating Nate on Euphoria. Because, I mean, it's almost along the same lines. It's like, oh, they both have reasons for why they are the way they are, but, you know, they're horrible people. But people understand me hating Nate. They don't understand me hating Negan. Oh, yeah, people... Taya, go to that video real quick. You don't have to watch the video or anything, but just click on my last reaction for The Walking Dead. Take a look at the likes to dislikes ratio, and then just read through some of the comments. I think the ones towards the top are the slightly nicer ones, and then as you continue going, they just get progressively more mean. And Nate does suck, thank you. He's fucking the worst. But that's in a way how I feel about Negan. I'm like, they're both pretty much the same thing. Like, they're charismatic people who are hot, but they do really fucked up, horrible shit. But people almost all agree, like, yeah, Nate is horrible and we all hate him. But for Negan, for some reason, he just gets so much love. And I'm like, why though? Like, what's the difference? I mean, Nate arguably has done way less shitty things than Negan has. I guess because Negan is on his, like, redemption arc and Nate hasn't yet? I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is people are gullible as shit if they fall in for that redemption arc bullshit. It's like, yes, it's real. Like, he is redeeming himself, so to speak. That doesn't mean I forgive him. Did you see that your Blood of Zeus video got a like from the official? Oh, really? That's cool. I did not see that. I mean, I try to follow it, but I'm always really late on the stories on Instagram, so I never actually get to see it. And I'm never on Twitter. But that's cool. I'm glad that they seem to enjoy my reactions. Oh, you watched early on, so you missed all that shit? Yeah, at first, it was just that comment from Raimi saying, like, how dare you not like Negan Ree? And it was just a joke, but people did not realize that was a joke, and then they just piled on. I was like, damn. We got some sensitive ass people up in here. It's funny, Negan in the show had like a cult surrounding him, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan whether he wants to or not, also basically has a cult surrounding his character, and it's kind of funny. Negan is a comic character, so he has love from that. Plus, people love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan too. Like, I'm glad he's playing the character. I like the character, or I like the complexity of the character. But I hate what he's done, and I don't forgive him. And people are like, "That's not good enough. You have to love him." I'm like, that's just not gonna happen. Sorry. He has plenty of people sucking his dick. Alright, I don't need to be piled on top of that. Let's normalize hating Nate for everything. Pandemic? Nate. No, I'm gonna leave that one for Trump. Or what am I supposed to call him now? 45? I don't fucking remember. I don't know anyone who would be on board with what Nate is doing. I don't know anyone who would be, or I shouldn't know anyone who should be on board with what Negan did, but here we are. And I agree, CVB. Jeffrey Dean Morgan and, what's his name? Tyler something, who plays Nate. I don't think his name is Tyler, but both of them are very good actors, and they play the characters really well. Daryl has his crazy stance too. I think his character is a lot of nothing, but they insist he cannot die. I mean, I agree with that. I think his character has become a lot more endearing and likable in the past 2 seasons. But yeah, from about season 5 to season 8, everyone was like, Daryl, he's the fucking best. And I'm like, I just don't care, dude. Like, he's okay. And people didn't like that either. But I never said I hated Daryl, so people didn't dogpile on me for it. But I said I hated Negan, and people got real mad. I like that some people don't like Negan. It's funny to me, but I hate that they can't acknowledge what he brings to the show. I mean, that's why I didn't think they would hate on me for that video, because I'm like, I did acknowledge. I'm like, he's a great character. He's extremely complex, extremely layered. I do feel bad for him and his backstory and everything. But I hate him, like, as a person. And that, again, that's just not good enough. Exactly, salty bitch. I'm sorry, I love that name. I should have made my YouTube account Salty Bitch. That's way better than NerdGuyProductions. Can I take that from you? I'm glad you made it, Aubrey. Jacob Elordi, thank you. Or Elordi, I think that's how you pronounce it. No more talk about Trump this time. Sometimes it's good to remember, though. I worry that during the next election, if he runs again or one of his children run again, people are going to forget how fucked everything was and not vote the way they did in this last election, and then we're going to be stuck with another Trump. So that's why I like to keep it fresh sometimes. Like, don't forget, get out there and vote again. This wasn't a one-time thing. And go, hell, he cheated on Zendaya. Wait, what? They dated? I don't keep up on any of the drama among the stars, so I don't know any of this shit. Did he really? That's pretty lame. Salty bitch reactions. I feel like that's appropriate for the way I am. Yeah, someone was just telling me Simtown. I still haven't seen the comment, though. Can someone give me, like, a link? Is it on the video that they commented? Like, on the actual YouTube channel? I'm gonna go check. Oh, my eyes are so dry today. It's probably part of the vaccine. Where's my eye drops? Hold on, I gotta find them. Got him. Okay, let's... Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely feeling the soreness in my arm now. It's definitely kicking in. And if anyone's wondering, yes, excuse me, Attack on Titan reaction is coming out tomorrow. I'm just using my days off as actual days off. It's no offense to anyone in particular. I just need my 2 days to breathe. Okay, I'm on this. You guys might be able to hear the video, and I apologize. Let me turn that off. Okay, it looks like they definitely didn't comment on the video itself. And that's okay. I just want to see more Negan and Carol together. They're so much alike to me. I feel like in terms of them doing bad things for what they believe to be the right reasons, they're similar, but I think they haven't done nearly like the same amount or the same types of bad things. Again, I'll never get over the Negan with his harem of wives thing. I'm like, nobody on the show has ever done anything like that. Like, no one has, or no main character, I guess, has ever literally raped like over 15 women and then simultaneously say like, oh, I hate rape. It's like, bitch, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And yes, I know Zelda at some point. I just got my vaccine today. It's like hard to lift my fucking left arm right now. I can't play a game right now. It's under your comment? Oh. Let me go check. Those eye drops are refreshing. Death Stranding. I kind of want to replay that. It was a good game. Okay, let's check this out again. I wish the Blood of Zeus videos got more views. They just don't seem to get them. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Aw. That's so cool. I'm going to heart that comment. Didn't Carol kill a ton of people in the jail season for the flu they had? Yes, she did. And in that was a very Negan-like thing to do, for sure. But again, she never had a harem of husbands who she coerced into having sex with her so that their families could get like the medicine and food that they should have gotten. All I'm saying, like, I can't get over that in particular detail. And I don't think Carol ever laughed at the misery of other people. Like, she did kill other people, but she always felt really conflicted and shitty about it. Negan liked it. Like, he straight up would laugh and, like, point his finger at the people who were crying about it. Like, ain't nobody in the main group did shit like that. And the vaccine thing was good. I had an allergic reaction, but it wasn't too serious. And I will, salty bitch, thank you. I heard the second dose is kind of bad. I did go to my job today right after the vaccine, and I was like, can I please not work tomorrow just in case I do get some like really bad symptoms? And they were like, no, yeah, that's cool. We'll just change the schedule for you real quick. So yeah, I'm not going to be working tomorrow, and if I don't have super bad symptoms or anything, I'll make my video. If I do, I might just do like a quick stream just to keep you guys updated. Oh, her personality traits are similar? Even that, I'm like, I feel like the only real close similarity they have is that they are both willing to do the job that needs to be done and, say fuck it in terms of the consequences of how other people are going to perceive it. But again, I don't see her taking joy in all the things she does. Oh, my dad is calling. I'm not going to put it on speaker. Hold on. Hey, Dad.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. How's work going? Is
Uh,
it going?
it is going very good. It's very busy at work, and I'm getting my full hours. I finally got like a full paycheck the other day. It was nice.
Cool, cool, cool. That's good.
When are you coming down to Vegas again?
What? Oh, that's 7th, May 7th.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
7th? Okay.
Got it, got it.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been burning. I had another 2 gas piles. But
Oh, nice.
got finished up yesterday.
How much longer is it burning season?
I don't know. It's gonna end. There's already been a fire out in the woods south of Happy Camp or something.
How's there already a fire?
Yeah, that's what the fire caught last year. And then when we were coming home from Grand Pass today, we saw a fire. I haven't seen any reports on it yet, but it was like on the side of the hill, and it was way too big to be a burn, you know?
Right, right, right.
I left the Forest Service was doing a control burn, which I hadn't heard about, but maybe they were,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I mean, yes.
And kind
If you don't watch it, sometimes those can get out of hand.
of tough, yeah, without a doubt. I got real lucky. I kept it kind of small. It took me like, I don't know, 2, 3 days to burn it all. Casey did done very well with some operation.
Good.
Get her keep warm. And that actually, that little sore she had on her face,
Oh, yeah.
it's going away.
Oh, good.
So it probably had something to do with it. Like,
It might have. I mean, if they get infected, that can do that.
yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, I wanted to see how you're doing. You talked to your brother lately?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He wanted me to talk to you today. I was going to call you after I finished my stream, but
No,
I got you now.
don't get back to the stream. I just wanted to check in real quick.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Yeah. So
I'm
that's
glad you
pretty
called.
cool. I got some shit I need to do anyway. So call me when you've got time. Okay?
Okay, I will do that.
Sounds beautiful. I love you, man. Talk to you later.
Love you too. Talk to you later. I get so nervous when I'm talking to him. In Simtown, that was what me and my roommates were joking about. They're like, the vaccine makes gay people turn straight and straight people turn gay. And they were like, well, gay people wouldn't want that. And I'm like, unfortunately, there actually is a good amount of gay people that probably would want to be straight, but there's also a very good amount that would definitely not want to be straight. You know, they're happy to be gay. But yeah, it made me straight. I don't know why your arm being sore reminded me when you get a tetanus shot in school and we would hit each other in the arm for no reason. Ow. Playing solitaire since no one in my house wants to play cards with me. No. I'll play a game of 21 with you. Or blackjack. Or that is blackjack. I meant Texas Hold'em. Did you watch Invincible? Not yet. Are you watching The Nevers on HBO coming up soon? Probably not when it airs, but at some point, probably yes. I think one of the brothers, Steph, watches the video. And yeah, my brother sometimes tunes in. My sister tunes in now. My nephew tunes in sometimes. One of my brother's friends will tune in sometimes. So I have to be kind of careful about what I say now. Although, I mean, there's pretty much nothing I wouldn't say here that I wouldn't say to them, except maybe, I guess, stuff like about my sex life. Because that's a little awkward to be explaining to, like, parents and family members. But I'm jealous of your eyebrows. Thank you very much. Did Negan finally get a backstory? Yes, he did. And it was a good backstory. Like I said, I did feel bad for him. I'm like, oh wow, that's really sad. I still don't forgive the evil fucking things you did, but I mean, that's really sad. No, I did not destroy another wall or fence today. Thankfully. And I had hives on my neck, like right over here. Or no, it was right over here. As someone turns straight from a COVID vaccine, people will say being gay is a disease according to medics or some shit like that. People say that now anyways. No, I didn't have work. I went to work after the vaccine to tell them, like, hey, can I not come in tomorrow? Because I don't want to get symptoms overnight and then have to be working with, like, a fever or something. No, suppose it's going to end. Well, that's actually good. I don't like when shows drag on and on and on. Like in the middle of the episode where Maggie gave birth because the Negan right thing was irritating me on top of it. Maggie never gave birth on screen. You know, that was a whole problem with season 7 and 8. Like, she had been pregnant supposedly for like a couple months and she wasn't showing like at all. People were like, do you maybe want to put like a fake like belly bump there or anything? Because they did the same problem with Cersei in Game of Thrones, and you're like, she's been pregnant for how long? Like, why is she not showing at all? Carol and Negan are both charismatic. I don't know. I don't really view Carol as a charismatic person. Like, she has her moments, but overall, I wouldn't call her super charismatic. They are definitely both manipulative, and they take control even if it undermines people around them. That is true. That is true. I wouldn't call them both charismatic, though. Carol has her moments where she's a little funny, but yeah, I don't really consider her to be like super charismatic. I mean, it's fine if you can still hear. And yeah, you've had pretty much my whole family on stream now. The only one you haven't heard is my brother. And no notifications? Damn. Hey, Angel Lover. Why is it that I thought that you had Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms as your channel picture? Anyone else see Maggie and Negan getting together? Nope. Not even close. Definitely not. Well, I mean, yeah, I try to be really nice to my dad. I just get pissed at him when he says dumbass shit. And he feels the same way about me. So, you know, we're both try to be nice, but we just have like polar opposite views on the world. So whenever those views come into play, things get like super heated. Just thought we were all getting a tail from the vaccine. I still want to get my electric powers. Although, not gonna lie, after I got the vaccine, I shocked the same finger on my car door like 4 times in a row because I had to stop to grab like migraine pills and an allergy spray. And every time I touched the door, it was like a really strong zap, and I was like, is it happening? Am I getting my electrical powers? I just want it so bad. Come on. Ew, don't be straight. Happy gays? No. Take your time responding. I know you're busy with working your channel. Oh, sweet. I will try to look at that today. I should be good today. Like, I don't have anything major planned today. I might do my taxes. Aside from that, should be pretty free. So I'll try to respond to that tonight. Hope your nephew tells you when he joins the stream. I mean, he doesn't always tell me when he does, but that's why I get a little nervous, like, about some of the things I say. I'm like, I don't want him to hear me say that. But I mean, if you all knew my sister, you'd know. He's fine. Just like me when I was a little kid. our parents don't really care about, child-friendly things. Get you ready for the world early, which I actually do somewhat agree with. Like, you can only be sheltered from the real world for so long. Otherwise, you might learn some nice tips and tricks. Oh, no, 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 no. How did the Adventure Dome go? I did not throw up after. I actually felt really, really fine the entire time. But that's because I avoided a particular ride that made me sick the last time, and apparently that was the one that did it. Make sure you have Powerade or Gatorade. I have water. I'm running out of water, though. Maggie pregnant at the lineup is the last thing I remember about her being pregnant. No, yeah, she was pregnant all throughout season 7 and 8. She just never really showed that she was pregnant. There were only a couple times when she maybe like threw up because of it. And I rewatch Game of Thrones every so often. Like, if I have a free minute, I'll play it in the background. Not sure how you'll react to the next Blood of Zeus episode, but really want to see how you react to it. Just gotta push through the next toxic comment section in the next uploads. I mean, the only toxic comment section I should have now is for Attack on Titan, and whatever. My powers are approaching. Must be super dry in Vegas. It is super dry in Vegas. We have about 0 to 3% humidity almost every day of the year, and that's not an exaggeration. Went from thinking you'll die to think you were getting powers. I mean, hey, that's usually how you get powers. You feel like you're dying, and then bam, you survive it, and then you have superpowers. I keep putting off doing my taxes too. I really need to just sit down and do it. It's just so boring. Power might be being able to attack 10 to 13 things your way. Perhaps. I guess that's already my power. Prepare your child for the road and not the road for your child. Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes that might not always be like the fair thing to the kid, but you can't change the world. You can try. I already watched the next POZ episode. I agree that it will be interesting, but I don't think there's anything to worry about from the comments. Yeah, not in Blood of Zeus. Everyone seems to, for now at least, everyone seems to really enjoy my reactions for Blood of Zeus. Because I think everyone hates Hera. I was a little worried at first that people would be like, why are you so mean to her? I'm like, because she's an asshole. Like, what do you mean, why am I so mean to her? But yeah, no, everyone's like, no, yeah, she sucks. Because she does. Like, goddamn. And I realized that there might be like a lore reason she can't like physically attack Zeus, but I'm also like, I kind of call bullshit on that, because in the last episode she, started levitating like all kinds of like rubble and throwing it at him. So I'm like, I think she could attack him if she wanted to. She just doesn't because, the image of things, and she doesn't want to start a war between the gods. To which I say, fuck it. What ride did that lady fall off at the Adventure Dome? That was El Loco, and it was because she didn't have any legs, and they still let her ride the ride because she said it was discrimination that they wouldn't let her go on it. But the reason they didn't want to let her go on it is because it's a literal safety hazard, and she threw such a fit about it that they said, fine, you can go on the ride. And then she fell out of it because she didn't have fucking legs. So, and I don't mean to say this to be rude, but really overweight people also do the same thing where they're like, that's discrimination, that you're not going to let me go on this ride. And it's like, it's not a discrimination thing. It's literally not safe. If the restraint cannot hold you into that ride because you're overweight or you're missing your legs or whatever, you can't go on it or you might die. So, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Like, the ride operator should have stuck to their guns. Like, it's definitely their fault. They should have been like, no. Like, you can file a complaint. You can say whatever you want. We're literally doing this to save your life. But they just, were like, all right, whatever, go on it. And then she died. because it never showed during her first 2 pregnancies. I had no idea she was pregnant until my aunt said she gave birth. How common is that really though? Like, I know a lot of people in my life who have become pregnant, and they got huge. He said doing taxes is boring. That's why I let H&R Blockhead do the work. I mean, I just do TurboTax, and it's not that bad. It's just like, I don't know, you're just punching in a bunch of numbers. Not as much as you might think. Thoughts on the Powerpuff Girls live action reboot? I mean, it could be okay. I don't have many thoughts until I at least see like a trailer for it. Although, is it going to be a show or is it going to be a movie? Because I typically only watch trailers for movies. For shows, I like to try to do it completely, fresh without seeing anything about it. Not always, though. No, and Zakia, you don't want that? I mean, I'm not super against it, but I do still think people need to stop trying to do live action everything. I'm like, sometimes just leaving it as an animation or a video game is better. Like, some things just work better in that format. I heard doing American income taxes was needlessly complicated. It depends on how you do it, but yes, it is needlessly complicated. I mean, I don't know how it's done anywhere else, but I feel like it's needlessly complicated. And yeah, it's kind of shitty, Justin, but that's like 99% of people that die on roller coasters. Or, well, I guess it's like 50-50. No, it's like 20% of people that die on roller coasters are from situations like that, where it's neglect from the ride operator, not telling them, like, no, you can't go on this ride. You're missing a body part, or you're too overweight, whatever. And then the other 80% are people's phones, like, flying out of their pockets because they didn't remove their loose articles like they were supposed to, and it hit someone, like, in the eye or something like that. Or I guess I should say like 79%. And then there's that like 1% of like maybe 5 total accidents in the entire world where a train actually derailed. And that was usually neglect from the mechanics. And they were almost all in, I don't know if this is offensive to say or not, but like third world-ish countries where safety standards are not up to the same standards as other places in the world. I watched like a whole documentary on this. That's what happened with the overweight man on the episode of 911. The ride stopped and he fell out. I mean, it's usually not when the ride stops they fall out. It's usually they hit like an airtime hill or something, and the restraint just isn't far enough down to like properly hold them in at the waist, and so they like slip out and then they go flying. Commenting on the other chat about Blood of Zeus retweeting a lot of reviews for the show and different outlets on their official Twitters, and then there's me tweeting for you and getting a retweet. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and thank them for also getting in on that, and like supporting like different people doing reviews of it and everything, and also because that's smart as hell, to create buzz about the show. Find a YouTube of yeah, I'd be interested. I do TurboTax too. I don't want to do it because I might owe. Just gotta do it. If you owe, you owe. One way or another, they're gonna find out, so you might as well just do it. I'm your unofficial social media manager now. Well, I appreciate it. I was gonna say I hope she's okay, but never mind. No, yeah, she's dead. Head writer is Diablo Cody. His name is Diablo? Black and Conscious had to perform for something. I don't know what, though. We've seen the documentary called Actoon Park on HBO Max. It's about an amusement park in New Jersey that had very poor safety standards. I don't think I've seen that, no. But I've probably seen something about it on YouTube because I've watched a lot of, like, crazy roller coaster accident stories, just because there's not a whole lot of them out there, and the few that are, it's very interesting to hear about them. Like it's literally a train wreck you can't look away from. I was maybe like 13 when I sent to my hometown's carnival. Okay, carnivals not the same as an amusement park. Carnivals are actually pretty dangerous sometimes because they are moved, completely disassembled, and then put back together very quickly. Have next to no safety standards for carnivals. So yeah, if it's a carnival or any kind of ride that moves from place to place, I don't recommend it. That is genuinely not safe. But if it's an amusement park or a theme park that stays in one place and it never moves, you're likely going to be fine. Unless you're in, I don't know, I think Brazil has a pretty low standard for safety when it comes to their like amusement parks and everything. Unfortunately, Mexico also has a pretty low standard for safety on their roller coasters. What's the other one? There's one other like major country that has had more problems than others. I need to leave the cartoons alone. Even Netflix have to leave anime alone. I mean, as long as they never do anything like Death Note again, I'll let them try it. Because Bleach was okay. So what happened today that we deserve the thirst on me shirt? It just says it's to keep calm and kill zombies. It has a really low neckline though. I actually don't like this tank top as much because it like wants to just expose my nipples really bad. Come out of place or just get loose. I completely lost my mind. Oh wait. And I was on. Sorry, I didn't even finish reading that. And I was on those rides that twist and go up and down. Maybe like halfway through the ride, I heard and felt my strap thing come out of place or just get loose, and I completely lost my mind. And I am, like I said, if it's a carnival, I don't recommend it. Like carnivals actually aren't that safe. Did you do the Euphoria Carnival episode yet? I can't remember which one it is. No, yeah, that was the 4th episode. I already did that one. That's why I stopped going to the fair. Now, yeah, fairs, carnivals, that is actually a little risky. Diablo Cody, she the writer for Juno and Jennifer Body. Really? I didn't know that because I love Juno and Jennifer's Body. Raimi back from the dead yet? Maybe at some point. And yeah, Simtown, and sometimes happens with this shirt. I don't do wooden roller coasters either. Wooden roller coasters are fine. Like, you're totally safe on a wooden roller coaster. As a matter of fact, wooden roller coasters tend to have a lot less problems than steel ones just because they're much more analog as opposed to digital, so you're fine. I know some people don't like wooden roller coasters because they're rougher than steel coasters, but I kind of like the roughness of it. I know someone's going to take that out of context, but I don't know. It adds like a certain thrill when you're like bouncing around in your seat more than you are on a steel roller coaster. Can we talk about the camera work on that episode? The camera work on every episode of Euphoria, though, like, it is next level. Like, I love the cinematography on that show. I only go to the fair and carnival for the food now after that incident. That's fair. Although even the food, like, if you're going to get food poisoning somewhere, it's probably going to be at a carnival. But it's sometimes worth it for carnival food. I'll admit that. Roller coasters are painful as fuck. See, I don't find them painful at all. Like, I've never come off a ride like thinking my back hurts or like I got whiplash or anything from a wooden roller coaster. Like I definitely am like bouncing around like, but I don't know. I've never been injured on a ride. As a matter of fact, the only time I did kind of get a little injured on a ride was when I went on Goliath at Magic Mountain. And that's a really big steel roller coaster, but the ending helix on it has like 4+ G's during that part, and it really pushes you down in your seat. And I was a little kid at the time, so I like couldn't lift my head up. And after I got off the ride, my neck was like fucked for like 3 or 4 days. But yeah, wooden roller coasters have never caused me any problem. The first time I watched it, I didn't even notice that it was one shot for like 10 minutes. No, yeah. A lot of one shots. I'm sure some of those one shots were camera tricks. Like, they weren't actually a full one shot, but if you can blend it well enough where you can't notice the transition, that's good enough for me. Yeah, I know you did, Simtown. There was this one wooden ride in Six Flags that was completely wooden minus the carts, and it was pretty fun. Well, yeah, the train can't be made out of wood. There's no such thing as a wooden ride that has a wooden train. Maybe it has like a fake wooden looking train, but they're almost all made out of fiberglass because it's just a lightweight material. Which Six Flags are you talking about? I'll bet you I can name it. The ride, I mean. I remember when I got my grandmother on the Mummy ride at Universal Studios in Florida. I've still never been to Universal Studios. I want to go so bad. Just to go to the Harry Potter world. Had the same experience. My neck were like half dead for real. I am. Sometime, like, that's why they tell you to keep your head back on a ride. So even if you are getting pushed down in your seat, it's not going to like fuck your muscles up. There were 2 wooden rides at Six Flags in Atlanta. Oh, so over Georgia. Okay, so there was the Cyclone ride, which was a piece of trash. I hated that ride. And then there was also, what the fuck was it called? Like American Scream Machine or something? Hold on, I'm actually going to have to look it up. I'm not going to lie, I do feel kind of sick right now. If I have to throw up, I'm just gonna fucking dip on y'all. But I'm trying really hard not to because I hate throwing up. Yeah, the Great American Scream Machine at Six Flags Over Georgia. That one's good. And then there was the Georgia Cyclone, which was horrible. But they removed that, or they converted it into a hybrid coaster that's now a Twisted Cyclone. And that is so much fun. Because it's literally a steel coaster with a wooden support frame, and it's super smooth, and it's really fun. I remember the huge white wooden roller coaster in Clementine Park. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. I think that's an American roller coaster classic. Like, coaster enthusiasts will go out there in droves just to try it once in their life, kind of thing. Oh, is it Hellcat? Is it? No, I think it's Jackrabbit. Hold on, I have to look up which one it is, because I think there's 2 there. Because there's Hellcat, which is newer-ish. Although it's renowned for being like really, really rough. Because, like, that's the other thing. If a wooden roller coaster is really rough. Oh, okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's Hellcat. That thing fucking hurts. I've never been on it, but I've watched POVs of people riding it. They're just like getting trashed by that ride. But yeah, like wooden roller coasters, if they're really rough, that's neglect on the theme park's end, because you're supposed to replace the wood on those rides like every season, and a lot of people are cheap and don't do that. And when you don't, it just gets rougher and rougher and rougher, and it's just not to the point where it's like painful and it's not fun anymore. But if they replace it and they take care of it, then you're totally fine. Like, it'll ride great. So yeah, Zakiya, you're definitely thinking of Hellcat, and that thing is trash. That's a really bad one. The one I went on was towards the back of the park. That's Great American Scream Machine then. Because Georgia Cyclone is like towards the front and off to the right. And that was really bad. The Harry Potter world is worth seeing. I know it is. I know. I've watched full POVs of people walking through like every part of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to go see that. I need it. It makes me mad though, like, to go to Ollivander's shop and like select a wand. They only select the kids, and I'm like, fuck them kids. Like, they didn't grow up with the books. I did. I want to like wave my wand and watch shit break until I grab the right one and I'm surrounded with like wind and golden light. It's bullshit that they only pick the little kids. I'm like, again, fuck them kids. I don't give a shit. They did not read the books growing up. They weren't in there. That was me. I deserve that experience. Sneak in some alcohol for the butterbeer. I think one of them, I think it's the one in Florida, actually does have slightly alcoholic butterbeer. I'm pretty sure one of the parks actually does have alcoholic butterbeer. I think. Do you have any ginger? No, I don't. For me, I just got to drink water. Speaking of, let me just refill my water real quick because I actually don't want to throw up. I could also be feeling a little sick because I downed 2 fiber pills and 2 migraine pills as soon as I got home. And I historically have a sensitive stomach when it comes to like pills that I take. Like I can't take a multivitamin in the morning because I will throw it up every fucking time. Whether I eat with it, whether I don't eat with it, it always makes me throw up. So I just don't do it anymore. I think it's because it has a lot of iron in it. I read somewhere that that's partially why it's really harsh on certain stomachs. So you go around to every state just to ride? I mean, I would, but I haven't yet. Go to bed and try to skip the side effects. I mean, I probably will go to bed early tonight to try and skip those side effects, but I can't go to bed right now. It's way too early. I'd wake up in the middle of the morning or like the middle of the night, probably during the side effects, and that would be really shitty because it'd be hard to get back to sleep after that. I gotta wait. The Georgia Cyclone was horrible. I haven't been back since they changed it. Oh, you gotta try the new one. The Twisted Cyclone. Just look it up. Twisted Cyclone at over Georgia. They added like inversions to it, and it's so good. It is so much fun. That I have been on. Jupiter's Legacy. Grace posted on it. I still haven't seen anything about it. I saw that video and I was like, later. Pickled ginger with sushi, ginger water, and ramen dishes. Ooh, ginger water and ramen dishes is really good. I don't think I've ever tried pickled ginger, though. You guys might have discussed that earlier. No, we didn't. What do you mean, of course, Florida? What happened with Florida? Oh, with the alcoholic butterbeer. Yeah. I mean, that I don't know for sure. And I think so. I attended a conference in Orlando and they closed Harry Potter World and opened it only for those of us at the conference. What? That's awesome. That's so cool, dude. Like, I want to go to the one in Florida more than the one in California because Florida has the thing where you can actually take like the train from King's Cross Station like to Diagon Alley. Or is it Diagon Alley? It might take you to Hogsmeade. But on the train, like there's like projection screens so that it looks like a Dementor is like next to you in the cabin and everything. I'm like, dude, that looks so fucking cool. Universal Studios in Florida is always busy, especially the Harry Potter areas. I mean, the Universal Studios in California, from what I've seen on videos, is also like always busy. I mean, they're basically the next best thing to Disneyland, so yeah, they're just always busy. Veggie burger with fries, that sounds good. Just eat some Raisin Bran. I mean, I could, but the fiber pills definitely help me have regular bowel movements. And I mean, I do eat regular fiber as well, but the fiber pills just ensure that I definitely am good to go. No, that just in time. They tell you straight up when you get your vaccine. They're like, if you start getting a headache or whatever, you can take some aspirin, ibuprofen, whatever you need to help with any like headaches or anything you get. So you can. Or maybe not Advil. I don't know. I didn't take Advil though. I took it's acetaminophen and aspirin. If you don't want nausea, find something minty and eat it, or drink peppermint tea. I don't have either of those. So this is the possible side effect stream. I mean, I guess. Went to Universal like 2 years ago. Best place ever. Yeah, I really want to go. Everyone of my friends have all been, and they're like, dude, it's awesome. Like, you would love it. The burps help. Every time I burp, my stomach feels a little less shitty. So I'm like, that's good. It's a different experience in each direction. That's fucking cool. No problem, ZVB. And we'll see you later. I don't know if I'm going to have dinner. I'm currently feeling not hungry, but that's because I'm a little sick to my stomach. And yeah, just in time. Just, I would double check on the Advil thing, but for sure, ibuprofen and like aspirin, you're fine to take. Next time I visit Philly, though, I'm going to this one place called Bonchon Chicken. Why? What's cool about that? And the first shot was fine. I don't think I had any symptoms on the first one, just a sore arm. This time around, I might be sick from the shot, but I also might be sick because I just downed a whole mocha frappe, which has a lot of milk and sugar in it, and I'm pretty sure I'm at least a little bit lactose intolerant. No, we're not doing bottom prep again. Some of the rides at Busch Gardens in Tampa will make you sick. The green one in the back especially. Oh, you mean the teal one, Kumba? Because roller coasters don't make me sick, ever. Like, you can go upside down a million times. You can go have as much air time in the world on them. Doesn't make me sick. You can go as fast or slow. Won't make me sick. Oh, the green one might be Cheetah, actually. Either Cheetah or Kumba that you're talking about. It's only flat rides, like rides that spin you around while you're in one place. Anything that has like a really repetitive motion to it, that will make me a little sick sometimes. But roller coasters, never. Not even one time have I ever gotten sick on a roller coaster, no matter how intense it is. And I think it's genuinely because your body can tell when you're in like one spot, just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, as opposed to moving like a long distance. Because it's like I don't get car sick or sick when I'm on planes or anything, and I think that's partially the same as like with roller coasters. I had it correct. It was Kumba. Okay, yeah. Kumba is also like that double corkscrew. Like when you're walking up to the ride that you can see is on like every like roller coaster DVD or book out there, or at least it was back in like the early 2000s. So coaster enthusiasts all want to go on Kumba at least once in their life, or at least to see that double corkscrew like in person. And I'm definitely on that same. I'm of the same volition. Korean fried chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. And the teal one, okay. My head kept hitting the back of the seat. Well, they did retrack it, or not retrack it, but they did a lot of work on it. I think 2 years ago, so it should be better now. But yeah, it was one of the older B&M rides out there, so I can imagine it was probably getting a little rough there for at least a little while, but supposedly now it's pretty damn good again. And if you ever have trouble with like your head banging into the restraints or the back of your seat, it sounds kind of dumb, but like, push your head forward a little bit and like that problem is gone. It always works. Korean fried chicken are the best. I don't know if I have had Korean fried chicken. I probably have, and I'm just not remembering where. There aren't slot greens in my area, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to go to NYC if I want the good stuff. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty here in Vegas. We have, like, if there is a food, like, it exists somewhere here in the city. I never tried it either. I would like to. I just really don't know if I have or not. I actually tried Korean fried chicken before, but I want that with rice, kimchi, and I don't know if I can pronounce that. Tteokbokki. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but whatever. Yum, cheese, and they're most spicy. Those are the ones that usually the good ones. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. If I had it, I don't remember. I remember watching a Mikey Chen video where they got Korean barbecue. It looked great. I mean, I know I've had regular Korean barbecue. I just don't know if I've had Korean fried chicken. And I would be getting hungry right now, too, if my stomach wasn't like doing backflips. Has anyone in this chat been to Cedar Point? Because that's the roller coaster capital of the world. And dude, it looks so amazing. I've wanted to go since I was like 6 years old. It literally has some of the best roller coasters in the entire world. They look so much fun. They look like so much fun. I can't talk right now, I'm sorry. I'm definitely feeling fatigued from the vaccine. I know for sure that's a side effect I'm feeling right now, because I'm definitely feeling like kind of sleepy without much of a reason. It's all good. I have 10 more minutes left of work. Thanks for helping pass the afternoon. No problem, just in time. I hate roller coasters. They scare me to death. I love them. The more they scare me, the better. I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I'm only an adrenaline junkie when it comes to something I know pretty damn sure, like, I'm not going to get hurt. Like skydiving, I would do it, but I'm more apprehensive with that because there's definitely more skydiving accidents than there are roller coaster accidents. But yeah, I love something that scares me a little bit. I like horror movies and horror games for that same reason. Although horror games only to a certain extent. Some horror games are like too much for my fucking heart to handle. There's a Six Flags in my state, but I've never been. Which state is it? I bet you I can name it. If I'm not mistaken, a guy got decapitated at Six Flags over Georgia because he jumped in a restricted area. Oh yeah, he did. He dropped his phone while riding the Batman ride. Someone fact check me on this. I'll bet you I get it all right. He lost his phone on the Batman ride, jumped over the fence, and it's a restricted area. That's his own damn fault. Like, that is not the roller coaster's fault or nothing like that. Because there are signs that say, do not enter this area, danger. And he went to go get the ride, and the train was coming around, and that's an inverted roller coaster, so your feet are dangling on that ride, and someone's leg hit him in the head going about 45, 50 miles an hour, tore his head off, and it shattered that person's leg. Like, I feel bad for the person who got their leg shattered, because like they didn't do anything wrong. The dude who got his head chopped off, or like ripped off essentially, I'm sorry, but that's your own fucking fault. Like, you should not have done that. You could easily tell the staff, like, hey, I dropped my phone in there, and they can shut down the ride for a couple minutes to go get it. But he said, nah, fuck that. I'm just going to ignore the signs, jump this fence, and he fucking died. That's his own damn fault. Oh, bye, Lucia. And I knew it was Batman the Ride. I love that ride, actually. It's really fun. If you like horror games, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, but that's not really a horror game. That's more of like a multiplayer, like fun type of game. I do want to play it though. It does look like it's a lot of fun. Although people have gotten so good at that game, I'd be so bad for like at least a couple weeks. I'd just be getting shit on by everyone. There's this one game that you keep stalling to play. I know. I have a certain amount of flexibility, but I hate what I was working on, so this is great distraction. It's all good. I feel that. Oh, damn, that goes really slow through that. When I lived in New York, I swear at least 4 people died every summer at Playland Amusement Park in New York. I'll bet you they didn't. Like, I'm just saying, there are very few roller coaster accidents. At least ones where people die. Like, injured, it happens every so often, but even that's pretty rare. Especially considering how many people in a single day go on a ride. Like, again, the chances of you being the one to get injured or killed, it's so minute. Like, you're more likely to be struck by lightning. You're more likely to die in an airplane crash. You're more likely to be, like, eaten by a bear or killed by a shark. It's pretty damn rare. Although Playland Amusement Park, I'm trying to remember where that is. I mean, I know you just said New York, but I'm trying to picture it. Oh, I don't think, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think they died, but I guarantee a lot of people got injured on, what is this ride called? There's a particular ride model where it's like a flying coaster, but it's like a really poor man's version of a flying coaster, where you sit in like these little pods underneath the track, and those are extremely uncomfortable, and a lot of people will hit their head on the pod that you're in because it's just a really shitty type of ride. And yeah, people get injured on those like all the time, but it's usually like minor concussions type shit. Super flight is what it's called. Yeah, those will sometimes fuck you up. Looks like all the other rides should be fine. Cedar Point is about 45 minutes from where I live. Oh, you lucky fucking asshole. If you come out this way, I would gotta take a photo with you. Hell yeah. If I'm ever going to Cedar Point, I'll definitely be doing a stream about it, so meet me up there. We'll go on everything. Although it'll be kind of tough. There's so many fucking rides there. I think there's 17 rides. Or is it 7? Yeah, I think there's 17 there, and I think there's 18 or 19 at Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain officially has the most roller coasters at any amusement park in the United States. Or I think in the world, actually. Who's dumb enough to get in the restricted area? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not the roller coaster's fault. That's not anybody's fault, but his. Fucking idiot. Like, do I feel bad that he died? Sure, like, that sucks, but you did it to yourself. Have you played Until Dawn? I have a stream of it if you want to watch, where I have all of you guys make the decisions for me. It was really fun. I also did one for Detroit Become Human, but I made the choices on that one because I hadn't played it before. Well, there is match making now, so you'll only play with people on the same level. Oh, that's good. Why do you have bruises on the other arm though? This one? That's from. That's still from the fucking the fence. It's still healing up. It got me deep. Like that cut me like pretty fucking deep. And anything else on that arm is probably like dry skin acne. That's the only place I get acne on my whole body is my fucking arms because my skin is so dry. It wasn't from the coasters though. It was from people jumping in the restricted area, jumping out of the ride on dares. Now, yeah, see, again, like most people that get hurt at amusement parks, it's because people are fucking dumb. And notice that kind of shit normally does not happen outside of the United States. It's here in the United States where people seem to lack common sense on how to be safe. As you can tell by how people wear masks and are against the vaccine. Once again at Six Flags, this lady lost her leg in one of the rides that dropped. Oh, that's the most famous roller coaster accident. Although it's not a roller coaster accident, it was a flat ride. But yes, that's probably the most famous like amusement park injury of all time. And yeah, that was neglect on two parts of the theme park. The cable itself was being tested daily, but they were fibbing it because it was about, I think, like a couple centimeters thin of what it's supposed to be, so it was too frail, and the park was being cheap and didn't want to replace it. And the ride operator saw the cable snap, but didn't hit the emergency stop button in time because she was like freaking out. And she's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." It's like, girl, that's your job. You need to know what the fuck to do here. And she didn't hit it in time. And so when the ride dropped, because at that point the cable had snapped and was wrapped around her legs, so when it dropped, it like tore off her fucking legs, and it was really sad. And she is still being paid off by the park to this day, as she should be, because that was complete neglect on the theme park's part. But again, that's, I believe, the only time that has ever happened on that type of ride. I'm pretty sure that ride in particular was removed mostly for public image issues, and I wouldn't trust that theme park to ever like operate the ride correctly again, so I feel like that was a smart move. I never knew that the other person shattered their leg. Yeah, they were very, very injured because of that, and I feel very bad for them because, again, they didn't do anything. They were just having a good time riding the roller coaster, and some dumbass jumped the fucking fence. And yeah, he really fucked up that other lady's day, and he died. How hard did you hit that fence? I hit it really hard, man. Like, I hit it really hard. My dream is being vaccinated, but I'm from Brazil. We were just talking about this earlier, and we have an asshole of a president that don't help the states to buy vaccines. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier, how apparently you guys had like one of the worst COVID death days of all time. I don't know if it was a couple days ago or what, but yeah, that's really lame. Sorry about that. I'll go watch the Until Dawn streams then. That'll be fun. Yeah, they were very fun. It was a good time. Don't get mad at me for the ending, though. I've never followed that channel before. Which channel were we talking about? Zikia, which channel are you talking about? This past year has shown me how many people in the U.S. lack common sense. Yeah. It's a severe problem in the U.S. People really lack common sense. Like, you go to a place in Europe, a lot of that shit, they're just like, no, yeah, obviously, like, that's how you don't die. But in the US, that's just not how it works. The masks and anti-vax were unfortunately spread by QAnon, so Europe and South America have those too. Not nearly as many in Europe, though. Like, I'm telling you, in Europe it is not as bad. South America, I can't really speak on because I just don't know. But yeah, in Europe, it is not as bad. Like, empirically, evidence-wise, it's not as bad. Isn't there an HBO show about an amusement park that's super unsafe? That's what they were talking about earlier. I haven't seen it, but or at least I don't think I've seen it. Because yeah, most theme parks that are super unsafe do get shut down because the U.S. in particular has very stringent security protocols for that kind of stuff. Some of them get away with it for way longer than they should, but at some point, one way or another, they're probably going to get shut down if it's too dangerous. Takia, you should. The guy on there that goes some amazing food spots. Oh, that'd be cool. Don't get mad at me for the ending. What did you do? I didn't do anything. You can blame all the people here in the chat. Okay, there was one thing I did kind of manipulate everyone in the chat to do because I thought it would be funny, so you can blame me for that one. But everything else, that was all them. Yesterday, that ride operator didn't check your seat that good. What do you mean? For what? Yesterday was 4211 deaths by COVID. Fucking Christ, that's a lot. I think we've hit that in other. I feel like we've hit that in the U.S. before, though. Like I swear we have. Maybe not. We do not speak of those who died in Until Dawn. You mean you don't? Because it's your fault. Mentioned JL Jupiter YouTube channel. It's a Philly food. Oh, okay. Sorry, I must have missed that comment. You get us up with that. I set you up for one thing. I'm saying sorry for shit that happened after that, because that was all you guys. Did the lady with no legs at Adventure Dome who fell out of the ride try to sue? Well, she died, so no. I think her family did try to sue, though. But they lost, obviously. And yes, thank you, it's Michelle. Not my fault. On Detroit Become Human, there are many things that are absolutely my fault, though, and you can blame me for those because I felt really bad about some of the things that I ended up doing there. And who on here was telling me that they had a Six Flags in their state? I don't think they ever said what state it was from, because, like, hit me with roller coaster questions. I got the answers. I'm ready for, like, a little trivia moment. Don't blame if I switch when you're being cute on stream. Alright, well, yeah. Have you watched the Netflix series Behind Her Eyes? No. There was a mentally disabled guy in a wheelchair that fell out of the Superman ride of steel. He wasn't. I don't think he was mentally disabled. He was a veteran, a military veteran. Although maybe if he had like PTSD, you can consider that mentally disabled. I'm not sure. But yeah, he was in a wheelchair, and I don't think he was mentally disabled. I'm pretty sure he was physically disabled because I think he also was missing part of his legs, and they told him like you can't do it, and he again was like that's discrimination. I'm a veteran. I should be able to go on this ride. And they said, well, fuck, like this dude's getting pissed, so let's just let him go on it. And then he flew out on like the second hill or something, and I don't think he died. I think he did live. He was severely injured, but yeah, that was a problem. But again, that was neglect on the ride operator's part, and the guest was, in all honesty, was being unreasonable. Like, does it suck that you're disabled and you can't go on this ride? Yes, it does. Oh no, I think he was mentally disabled as well, actually. I think he was, because there was something about he needed to go on the ride with someone because he wasn't able to communicate properly, like if he was like in or not. But I think he also was missing his legs. I'm pretty sure he was missing his legs as well. Yeah, and then that happened. Oh god, that's a great series. I'll have to give it a look-see. What's the highest roller coaster in the USA? Highest as in tallest, that's King Ka at Six Flags Great Adventure. It's still actually the tallest roller coaster in the world. Dota anime series is out. I want to watch it. It looks cool. How do you get over the fear of roller coasters? Because Lord knows I'm getting on one soon. I mean, I don't think you get over the fear. Like, you just enjoy the fear. For me, I'm like, hell yeah, this is going to be scary as fuck, boy. I'd love that feeling of being like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like, that's so much fun. I'm sure the highest roller coaster is at Cedar Point. It used to be. That was Top Thrill Dragster. It just barely got beat out by King Ka. Just barely. Because Top Thrill Dragster was the tallest and fastest ride in the world, went 120 miles an hour, like 420 something feet. It's like insanely tall. It's one of two strata coasters in the entire world. And then King Ka is the other strata coaster, which I think is like 450 feet, and it goes, I think, 128 miles an hour or something. It's like ridiculous stats for both of them, and I really want to go on them. Behind Your Eyes was pretty good, but I pretty much only liked it because of the twist at the end. The beginning was pretty slow-paced. The ending made it great, though. I like slow-paced beginnings. A slow burn works for me. Have you heard of the wooden coaster in Connecticut? Hershey Park bought the park in Connecticut, but I don't know what it's called now. I mean, there's a lot of roller coasters out there. Wooden coaster in Connecticut. I can't even really think of a theme park in Connecticut. Hold on. Oh, it might be Boulder Dash, because that's a really famous one at Lake Compounds. It's either that one or Wildcat, because those are both like big ones for coaster enthusiasts. It's probably Boulder Dash. I want to watch it again, knowing what I know. I love shows like that. An entire franchise of a national water park went bankrupt because of the 2 deaths in a row in Brazil. I mean, like, Brazil's not super known for high safety standards for like theme parks and shit. So yeah, it's not great for that. No, thank you, Simtown. And Tobias, you were really close. You deal with the fear in heaven after a heart attack. The guy I was talking about died. It happened in Springfield. Did he die? Maybe he did. Let me look it up real quick, just to be sure we're talking about the same thing. Superman the Ride. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, okay. That's, you kind of got me with that one, because there are 2 roller coaster accidents that have happened on, I believe, I don't remember if it's the same Superman Ride of Steel, but I know there's about 3 Superman Ride of Steels around the U.S. It might have been at 2 different ones, actually. 55-year-old. Okay, no, this is the one that I'm thinking of. Her, could have on fire. I'm not gonna lie, what people were screaming kind of irritates me. Like, I understand, like, freaking the fuck out if you see someone literally fly out of a ride. Like, that's really traumatizing. But they're saying, like, stop the ride, stop the ride. And I'm like, you can't just stop a roller coaster. It's not like it's power controlled. It's literally controlled by gravity. So until it hits a brake run, it literally can't be stopped. So, but I mean, I obviously, not everybody knows that. That's just the snob in me being like, you can't just stop the ride. And damn it, this article has like 0 real information about it, which is kind of bugging me. Okay, yeah, no, it was the same Superman the Ride that had a problem. But that was when two trains ran into each other. Again, operator neglect. And it wasn't like super serious. Most people suffered like a little bit of whiplash because it wasn't like a really hard collision or anything. But yeah, then there was that one, and then they changed the restraints on the ride altogether to make sure that that would never happen again. Although it really wasn't necessary, they just need the people to do their fucking job correctly. But yeah. Did you get on the Ninja at Six Flags Over Georgia? I did go on that one, and it kind of sucked because that's one of the old Aero roller coasters, and the profiling on them is really bad. So those are really rough. Like, those kind of hurt. Didn't make me sick, but yeah, that one kind of hurts. Although they did change the name on it. I don't remember what it's called now, but they replaced the trains on it so that it doesn't have the same restraints, and now it's much more comfortable. But I haven't been on it since it's been changed. What did it change to? What is it called now? Blue Hawk. They changed it to be called Blue Hawk because, yeah, they painted the track all blue and the supports silver. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a lot better now. Because, yeah, when I went on it as Ninja, that shit fucking hurt. It's like, dude. But Aero roller coasters that look like that one, those typically aren't the best. Some of them are good. Like the Canyon Blaster, if anyone saw my stream from yesterday, the pink one that was in there, that's an Aero roller coaster. It's a little rough, but it's not too bad. Like, they've taken care of it decently. It's aged pretty well. Lake Compounds have been there many times, but I couldn't remember the name. Yep. That's it's definitely a coaster enthusiast destination. I've never been, but I would like to. Because Boulder Dash is like also a pretty famous one. Like, if you really like roller coasters, most people try to get on that at least once in their life. Although I heard it's not that great. Like, when it first came out, people were like blown away by it, but it hasn't aged super well. What are your favorite books? Because I spy some on your shelf back there. Favorite books? I mean, it's kind of a basic bitch answer, but I love the Harry Potter books. They're not behind me. They're all downstairs, but I have all the hardback versions of those. I do really love the Game of Thrones books, which are right there behind me. Lord of the Rings, I feel like it's a little overrated, but I liked it. The Hobbit, I think, was a lot better. My favorite book of all time is right here, Evidence of Things Unseen. It is the saddest story I have ever read in my life. I've never read a book and cried my eyes out before, and that got me like bad, like really bad. I don't want to spoil what happens in it because I hope you all read it because it's a fantastic book. But I'm like, it makes me want to cry thinking about it. It is so fucking sad. It is like some of the most heartbreaking shit I have ever read. It's actually making me tear up a little bit. Like, that shit fucking got me. I'm not saying that you should, but the Silver Sight, any chance of the rules changing, having the cutie back on the discussion stream for Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I'm sure he would like to get as many guests as possible. I'm not trying to push it. And yes, those are some Game of Thrones books. I don't know where my fucking 5th book is, though, because I have A Dance with Dragons. I just don't know where I put it. I lose a lot of shit whenever I move, because, I mean, I'm sure anyone who's moved around knows, like, how much shit you lose. Those are his Twilight collection. No, I don't have the Twilight books anymore. I borrowed those from a friend in high school. Could only... handed the blue streak Smurf coaster. I don't even remember what park in California that was at. I'm sure that it's still there. Blue streak. The only blue streak I can think of is at Cedar Point, and that's one of the oldest wooden roller coasters in America. And it still runs really well today, apparently. Let me look up Blue Streak. Maybe there are... I'm sure there's like more rides called Blue Streak. That's probably a fairly common roller coaster name? No, I'm not talking about the fucking movie. Yeah, I'm just getting shit for Cedar Point right now. Oh, there's one in Pennsylvania. I don't know how you pronounce that lake. Conneaut? Canoe Lake? I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't think there's one in California. Do you know where in California we're at? That might help me out. Oh, wait. I might have something here. Blue Streak Racer Roller Coaster. At the Santa Monica Pier. Oh, no, that was taken down like a long ass... Before like any of us were born. A long ass time ago. So that's definitely not it. No, yeah, I don't think there's any Blue Streak in California. Because, yeah, that was the only Blue Streak that operated in California. That was at least a... Yeah, I think that's the only one by that name. Was removed in 1923. So I don't think you went on that one. But hey, I don't know how old you are. Everything was pink yesterday. No, yeah, at the Adventure Dome, it's covered in a giant pink dome, so everything is all pink everywhere. But hey, one good thing about an indoor theme park, they can never shut down the rides because of the weather, and you can never get a sunburn, which is really nice. And yeah, Harry Potter is the fucking best. I'm not a fan of J.K. Rowling anymore, but the universe she created, the books she wrote for Harry Potter, fucking superb. Oh yeah, what's your house? I'm Ravenclaw. I do think The Hobbit was better too. I don't know why. I think it was a more concise story. It didn't have a lot of bullshit that The Lord of the Rings did. I just think it was a better story. The movies, on the other hand, I vastly prefer the Lord of the Rings movies over the Hobbit movies. I think the Hobbit movies were fucking, like, not good, actually. Boulder Dash is a pretty mild coaster, but I think it's one of the oldest wooden coasters that's still operating. I don't think it's super old. If I recall, I think it was made in the 90s. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. Let's take a look. No, I'm not talking about the game. No, yeah, because it was made in 1999. So there's definitely older wooden roller coasters out there. But 1999, that's still pretty old. For, like, a roller coaster standard, anyways. But, I mean, there's some roller coasters that are, like, 70 to 80 years old. They're not good ones, obviously, because they're very old and have either had to be completely remade or are just horribly rough now, but they're out there. Oh, it's Michelle. We're both Ravenclaws. That's what's up. The emoji looks fine. There's this vampire book series that's not Twilight called Blue Bloods. Is that gonna get me, like, shot? Can I say that? Get a copy of Things Unseen and add that to the Crocs 5K giveaway. You can buy your own Evidence of Things Unseen. It's a fantastic book. Like, there's no such thing as a giveaway. Whoever that author is, that's bad that I don't know the fucking author name. Marianne Wiggins? Or if she's dead now and, you know, her children are the ones reaping the benefits of that, deserve all the money. Like, such a good book. It can be really difficult to read, though, because there's no quotations on any of the dialogue. You literally have to figure out what is actually being said and what is being thought, which at first is kind of difficult, but you start to learn how to do that as the book goes. And it makes it kind of fun, being like, wait, did he really just say that? And you're like, oh, no, he was thinking that. Like, I actually love, like, how complex the book is. Although it does have some mildly old-timey views on the idea of women in marriage. It's not too bad. The main character's wife spoilers, sorry, is very independent and like has her own job and all this kind of shit. But some of the things that they'll say or do are evident of the time that the book takes place in. Are the Twilight books as bad as people say they are? No, I think the books are actually pretty good. Not great, but they're pretty good. The movies, on the other hand, yeah, they just did not get anything right with those. I think Eclipse is okay. It's all right. Great America. You're talking about Six Flags Great America? Because that place, I think, is for sure still open. Yeah, that place is still open. That's in Illinois. Open 24 hours. Bullshit, it is. What? It's not open 24 hours. There's no such thing as a theme park that's open 24 hours. That literally doesn't exist. Google, get your shit together. I need to see some of the rides here for me to like remember. Oh yeah, this is where they built that new launch coaster that looks really fucking fun. It's also where what is it called? Raging Bull is from as well. It's a B&M Hyper that looks really fun. It's got American Eagle, which is a wooden roller coaster classic. Max Force is that launch coaster. That's pretty damn new. Oh yeah, and it has Goliath, the wooden topper track ride. It's like it's a wooden roller coaster that goes upside down and is an RMC model and looks really fun. Excuse me. Oh, that feels better. I never read Twilight, so I don't know. I just heard some people do not like them. It's more the movies that people don't like, but I mean, again, the books aren't like spectacular or anything. I can see why people wouldn't like the books either. Oh, you're saying Blue Streak was at Great America. Hold on. I didn't even double check that. Blue Streak. I don't think there's a Blue Streak there. Where is Conneaut Park? Is that in Illinois? No, that's in Pennsylvania. Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's a... Oh, you're talking about California's Great America. Okay. That's the Woodstock Express. It used to be called Blue Streak, but it was rethemed after Cedar Fair bought the park because it used to be a Paramount park, and they lost a lot of the like the IPs that they could do for rides, and it became the Woodstock Express, and it is a little kids coaster. So now I know what you're talking about. My bad. I thought you were talking about Six Flags Great America. I want to go to California Great America. It looks really fun, but that's up in Northern California, and I haven't been there very much. Didn't Mall of America have an indoor roller coaster? Mall of America has a huge indoor like theme park. It's way better than the Adventure Dome. So that's why I said it, and you got to know you're open to doing it if he asked you back. Oh, I am. I'm totally into it. I just don't want to push it. Twilight is great if you don't take it seriously at all. I mean, I took the books somewhat seriously, and I enjoyed them. But yeah, the movies, just go along with the ride and laugh at it, because it's pretty bad. But don't shit on Kristen Stewart. I still think she is a great actor. Same with Robert Pattinson. They just got fucked by the directors in that movie, and they also didn't take it seriously. They both thought the whole thing was really stupid because they weren't allowed to make their own creative choices, and they were like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna make this as shitty as we can. I have not seen Alice in Borderland, no, but a lot of people have suggested it. No, I got another dislike on this one. I'll bet you it is one of the Negan fans who are just like, nee, fuck this guy. I like guarantee it. I probably should just block all the people who left really shitty comments in that last video. But I feel like if I do, they're just going to be like so petty that they create a new account and then just come back at me. So I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. Even dislikes are engagement, so dislikes are better than no likes. That's sometimes true. If you get too many dislikes, though, that can fuck up the algorithm and direct people elsewhere. Like that Walking Dead video, it's doing pretty well, mostly because it's a Negan video and everyone fucking loves Negan and they're gonna watch the videos regardless. But I'm sure on the algorithm, there's not many people getting recommended that video because it has so many dislikes. I like the Twilight movies, even though a lot of people didn't. I grew up watching them, but I did not read the books. Yeah, I didn't like the movies, but I like the books enough. How many parks have you been to? You seem to know a lot about roller coasters. Not nearly enough. As a kid, I was like obsessed. Like I'm still mildly obsessed, but in a more healthy way. So I watched a lot of like coaster documentaries and stuff about theme parks around the world, and that's why I know most of what I do. But I've only been to, what theme parks have I been to? Adventure Dome here, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain, Six Flags over Georgia, SeaWorld San Antonio, SeaWorld San Diego. I think that's it. I might be forgetting one, but I don't think so. I think that's it. All the rest is just from a lot of research because I love roller coasters so much, and I do plan on having at least more trips where I fly out to places and go to these theme parks, because that was originally the plan at the start of 2020. I'm like, I've said I was going to do it and I never did it, and now I'm just going to fucking do it. And then COVID happened and I was like, God fucking damn it. But now I'm fully vaccinated, baby. So as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to start doing that. It's just expensive though, so you have to like pace yourself. Not only like there's the plane ticket, there's the hotel, there's the actual park admission, and then the food at a theme park is so fucking expensive. So you got to make sure you don't do it too much, otherwise you're going to go broke real fast. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and back in the day it was called Great America. Oh, no. I mean, I knew it used to just be Great America. Now it's California's Great America, owned by Cedar Fair and all that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're near San Francisco, the only two major theme parks are California's Great America and Six Flags. What the fuck is it called? Oh, shit. I don't know what it's called. Six Flags, California. It's probably gonna take me to Magic Mountain because that's the really popular one. But there's one other Six Flags California park. Come on. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. That one has a lot of rides that I want to go on as well. Yeah, those are the two theme parks that you go to if you're from like the Bay Area. And thank you, Rami. Very first time I was in Vegas, I stayed at New York, and that damn roller coaster kept me awake the whole time. I mean, they close it at like 9 o'clock or something. Or, well, actually, I don't remember what the old operating hours used to be. Right now, it's open from like 1 to 9. But yeah, I mean, roller coasters are loud, so I can understand it keeping you awake. Although normally they don't open it up too early. They probably used to open it at like 10 in the morning and keep it open probably till like midnight. Robert Pattinson is great. He's probably the one that hates Twilight movies the most. He really does, and it's fucking hilarious. The only time I liked Kristen Stewart was in The Runaways as Joan Jett. She did pretty good in that. But I liked her in Panic Room. I really liked her in American Ultra. I forget the name of the movie every fucking time, but she played for lack of a better term, a hooker who gets taken in by this older couple, and it's like a really emotional movie. It was really, really good. I think she did pretty good in Charlie's Angels. I know a lot of people really dislike that movie, but I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. We got 2K views. The haters get you money. And that's what I said to someone too, and they were like, "Enjoy your 1,700 views," and I'm like, "I will, bitch. Thanks." Thank you very much. But I'm sure they're just thinking that because there are other reactors on YouTube who get like minimum 10K views for their videos, and I'm like, whatever. I'll take whatever money I can get. Thank you for it. We only started getting a dislike after that video. No, exactly. I guarantee it's one of them who I probably commented back at, and they were just like, fuck this guy. They're just, following me just to shit on me. And I'm like, go for it, bro. You got dislikes on the WandaVision too? I mean, almost all my videos get, maybe not all of them get a dislike, but a lot of videos do get like a couple dislikes. Sometimes up to like, 10 to 13. Like Umbrella Academy got a slightly decent amount of dislikes on those because I wasn't like as gung-ho on the show as I think some people wanted me to be, but whatever. This is still mildly obsessed. Interesting. Oh no, yeah, you have no idea how obsessed I was when I was a kid. I would draw roller coasters. I would watch documentaries and videos on it all day long. I would like sit on the couch and pretend I was riding them. Like it was so bad. I was obsessed. But that was kind of everything. When I was a child, I would get hyper focused on a certain topic and just only think about that. Like when I was obsessed with tornadoes, I watched the movie Twister every fucking day, at least 3 times a day. I would watch documentaries on tornado chasers. I would look up the science behind how tornadoes are formed and like where they show up in the world. And like, dude, I used to be so obsessed with very specific things for like a long period of time and then move on to a new obsession. And yeah, now I'm more balanced in what I focus on. I still get kind of hyper focused on things, but not nearly as bad. How's Knott's Berry during Halloween? Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Knott's Scary Farm is intense. Like, they go hard, and they scare the fuck out of you, like, over and over and over again. It's very fun. I have a friend who plans all his vacations to go to different parks to ride the coasters. I think he belongs to a coaster group of some sort. Probably does. There's a lot of coaster enthusiast groups around the world. I would never want to be because it sounds bad, but like a lot of coaster enthusiasts are hard to listen to. So I imagine that's probably what you're all experiencing with me right now. I'm like, I can sound like a total fucking nerd about roller coasters, but I don't want to hear you be a total nerd about roller coasters. I know it's unfair, but sometimes I'm just like, shut up. It's a lot more parks than what I'll ever visit. I mean, maybe, but to a coaster enthusiast, like I'm a baby when it comes to going to theme parks. Like the guy I'm watching on YouTube right now, Theme Park Worldwide, he must have visited at least 500 theme world. Like he's been to Okay, I think I'm good again. I apologize. My stupid fucking OBS studio has been shitting on me. Oh, well, it's getting close to 6 o'clock. That's probably why. But anyways, yes, I probably will post videos on this channel if I do end up doing some of these trips to go to these theme parks, because it's something I'm passionate about. I think it's fun. He said it. My go-tos are museums, preferably ones of natural histories. I do love museums. We have 2 museums here in Vegas that actually are really fun to go to. There's the Leeds Discovery Museum, which is mostly for kids, but it's really, really fun. There's actually a tornado simulator in there that I was obsessed with as a child. And there's also this machine that can literally put you in a bubble. Like, you stand on it and there's just a ring that's attached to like a bunch of like bubble fluid, and then someone presses a button and it like lifts up over you, and you're just literally encased in a bubble, and it's really fucking fun. And then there's the Natural History Museum right down the street, which has a lot more adult style history about like Native American history here in Nevada, the settlers who came here, a lot about like the wildlife and fauna that you find here, which is really cool. I do really like museums. Haven't been to enough though. That's mostly just because I haven't traveled to places that have really good museums enough. Amusement park food is too much. Way too much. At Adventure Dome, I got chicken fingers for my lunch, and like a pink lemonade for a drink. $16. That's fucked. I also was about to buy a drink because they were selling like whiskey and cokes, and the drink was about that big. $18. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I didn't do that. I live in Ohio now, and the closest park is Cedar Point. Oh, that's the best one though. Has a really short operating period in the year though. I think it's only open from like late May to I think September or something. Maybe only August. Like, it's a really short window that you can go, and it's usually very busy. And Tobias, would you at least go if I went? You like the updated Charlie's Angels? Honey, wash your mouth. It wasn't that bad. Like, I thought it was funny. The old ones were super campy, and they were fun. Like, I don't know. I don't take it that seriously. Like, it's just Charlie's Angels. It's not that big a deal. You're living rent-free on their brain. I guess so. How dare you like the new Charlie's Angels movie? It's just a Charlie's Angels movie. It's not that serious. Sounds like ADHD. I probably have, or at least had a form of ADHD. Probably still do. Just never got diagnosed for it. Oh well. Stream lag with the Charlie's Angels remake. What? Ah, damn it. Lagged all the way back there. Love that reaction about Coaster Enthusiast. You're not bad. My friend isn't too bad, but I can imagine. Yeah, some people are, they're like really, really, really big on it. And I shouldn't be mean about it, but I mean, it's like, what do they say? Usually the qualities you hate in other people are qualities you have yourself. So I feel like it's pretty much like that. Your internet agrees with that Charlie's Angels comment? I guess so. I love children's museums. I got a loan, even if people look at me like some kind of sex offender. People were looking at me like that when I went to Adventure Dome yesterday, and I went on the little Ferris wheel that they have, or I tried to, because only like parents and their little kids were going on it, and everyone was like staring at me like, what are you doing here? Are you trying to like steal one of these children? I'm like, I just ate, and I just want to go on something really nice and relaxing. But then I got up to the front of the line and they were like, you have to have 2 people to go on it. I'm like, maybe you should put that sign at the front of the line so I don't wait for nothing. But okay. Unlike you, who can handle multiple connections. Shut up. Back from the longest damn line I've ever seen in Burger King. Why'd you go to Burger King? I hate Burger King, man. Every time I go there, they got the driest fucking shit. I feel like it used to be good when I was a kid, but I don't like that. I don't like the food there anymore, like at all. We're doing good, Jeffrey. I'm feeling a little nauseous. Probably from the vaccine. Maybe because I downed a mocha frappe and I'm mildly lactose intolerant. I don't really know. Lunch sounds gay. Just chicken tenders, man. Burger is good, but not wrap around the building good. See, I just don't like the food. I regret not being to go on the museums in Vegas when I went there. I was traveling with my brother and I had to babysit him, not to spend all this money on gambling. That's what everyone does when they visit Vegas. First mistake. Sorry, it makes my stomach feel better. Ooh. The Delish channel has a woman that will try most of the park food. Some of it looks good. Knott's Berry Farm because the food. Oh, dude. At Knott's Berry Farm, they have funnel cakes that are so good. I never fail to get a funnel cake when I go to Knott's Berry Farm. Dollywood is known for having some of the best theme park food as well. But Dollywood in general is known for being like one of the best theme parks because they actually like really give a shit about that theme park. A lot of Six Flags parks are the opposite. Usually really low quality food and like really bad customer service, but that's what it is. Also very little theming compared to others. Like those are amusement parks, not theme parks. Dollywood is a theme park. The Bellagio Museum usually has something cool going on. It's okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of the one at the Bellagio. They might have removed it actually. Charlie's Angels was the Shakespeare of the 70s apparently. I don't know. I just always thought it was campy, fun, whatever. Like it just wasn't that big a deal to me. One time it was Fabergé. How do you say that? Legoland food. Oh, I've been to Legoland. I forgot to mention I went to Legoland. I did not like Legoland because I'm not a fan of Legos. And like that's what you go for basically. I was there for the rides and the rides were not good. Legoland foods are criminally overpriced, but they look so good. I mean, if it's a theme park, it's probably going to be really overpriced. October is when they close Cedar Point for Halloween. Oh, that's right. They do have the Halloween event, so yeah. And yes, I would go to meet up with you for a photo. And go on at least one ride. You have to. I'll fucking make you. We'll go on the smallest, easiest going one. They're not all crazy thrill rides. They got the Cedar Creek Mine ride. They got the Blue Streak ride. Like, there's plenty of ones that are chill, and we can go on those. And then after we go on those, I'll convince you to go on, like, Top Thrill Dragster with me, and I'll guilt you into doing it. Little girl beside you on the one ride, low-key was judging you yesterday. She was. She definitely was. But that was, again, that was because I took that seat, and she wanted to sit next to her brother, who was on the right of me. But I'm like, you all didn't plan well enough. Sorry, I'm not moving. Burger King is good near me. It's cheap and dependable. I prefer it to McDonald's for sure. I mean, McDonald's is cheaper. If you're going for the cheapest, McDonald's and Jack in the Box. But they're also lower quality than most other things. Although, not gonna lie, McDonald's kind of slaps. Shakespeare was lowbrow entertainment when it first came out. Was it really? I do the same thing for Magic Mountain, Universal Studios, Disney, and Knott's. Wait, what was your last comment? Do the same thing for what? Just in time? Sorry. Because I've been to Disney, Magic Mountain, and Knott's, just not Universal Studios. But I will. I fucking will. Did Shakespeare have a boss? I didn't think so. Glad I was not the only one who noticed. Oh, yeah. There's that fucking motorcycle. It's okay. I took the parking spot that he normally takes, and it felt really good. He's probably doing all the noise right now because he's mad about it. Do something about it, bitch. Fabergé. Oh, Fabergé. Okay, thank you. Like the fancy golden eggs. Love the Chihuly glass pieces in the Bellagio. Oh yeah, those are cool. American fast food equals cheap boggles this Asian mind. I noticed almost everyone from around the world always sees the fast food that we have and the food in general that we have, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you Americans? Because I recently heard this, and I'm curious to see if this is true, that America is like the only place where you'll find cheese that's like an orange color. Everywhere else in the world, cheese is like a very pale yellow or like a white color, which makes sense because you for sure can't naturally get like an orange colored cheese. But I'm curious to see if that's true. What is this old guy doing ruining a family experience of all days? I'm not even old. Shower my ass with Whoppers, fries, their sweet tea, and Hershey Sundae pies. They don't even have the Hershey Sundae pies at the Burger Kings here anymore. And I'm not a big fan of the Whopper. I think it's okay. The fries are good. And I don't really like sweet tea that much. Sometimes it's just too sweet. Whopper costs more than a Big Mac, but it's bigger too. That is true. The burgers are definitely bigger at Burger King, but again, I always get dry ass burgers when I go to Burger King. I never get dry burgers when I go to McDonald's or In-N-Out or Carl's Jr. or Hardee's for anyone on the East Coast. Shit, even Jack in the Box usually gives me not dry ass shit. I'm just saying. He might key your car. He can fucking try. If he did that, I would genuinely wait to see his motorcycle out there, and I'm popping those fucking tires. That will mean war. For meeting for a photo like at Cedar Point. Oh. Okay, I'm down. Like I said, whenever I go to the next theme park, I'm probably gonna bring like a portable charger so that I can like stream throughout the day and document the experience. And that way you guys could at least know, like, hey, I'm headed to this theme park. If you live nearby, come on down. Just don't be fucking weird. And just remember my rule, do not touch. I don't like to be touched. Whoppers have higher quality than McDonald's burgers. I don't agree. But, I mean, it could just be the restaurants here in Vegas fucking suck. I don't know. Or the Burger Kings in Vegas, at least. Salty McDonald's fries. Yeah, they are good. I do wish they were less salty, though. Well, American cheese have their own category in grocers here. Really? You like Long Island iced teas, but not sweet tea? Well, Long Island iced tea does not taste like tea. It tastes like lemonade. It's more tart than anything, and sweet tea is genuinely just like, it kind of just tastes like sweet water to me. I'm guessing they don't have poutine at American Burger King. What the fuck is poutine? Is that a Canadian thing? I think I've heard that that's a Canadian thing. I don't know what poutine is, so no, we definitely don't have that. The Dave & Buster's near me has some of the best food. Dave & Buster's is good. American fast food is expensive here in Asia. It's the upper middle class and up who eats there. What? Why? Normally, in general, fast food's like not that fucking good. Like, it's what you eat when you are in a hurry and you just want to get that shit done. Oops. Everybody say free beats. I don't have any. Oh, wait, I missed something. At Burger King, order something special on the burger, and then you'll get a fresh one that won't be dry. I used to work there a long time ago. Okay. I'll have to give that a try. I don't have any of those burger options near me. It's McDonald's, Burger King, or Wahlburger. What the fuck is a Wahlburger? I'm willing to go somewhere I can get Wendy's. Wendy's is good. I like Wendy's. Sounds good, Tobias. Burger King is nasty anyway. That's how I feel. Drinking Verdi with Sunny D. Nice. Poutine is freaking great from Quebec in Canada. Yeah, well, what is it? European thing? Poutine is potato with gravy. Is it really? French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. I've never had that, no. It's 100% not an American thing. And it's a Canadian thing, okay. French fries with cheese curds and gravy. How do you all know this? Do I have a lot of Canadian fans in here or something? Or maybe, I think Rami was saying it's also kind of a European thing. Although I do still think it's funny that there's a lot of things in the UK that are the same. Like when you get fish and chips, like chips are French fries, and chips, like here in America, are called crisps over there. Like I just find that kind of stuff interesting. Or like trainers, I believe, are just like pants. And I think a jumper is like a sweater. No Simtown, no touching of any kind. If you ask for a hug, I might give it to you, but I'm being dead serious. Like, I have a genuine problem with being touched. Like, always have. Burger King versus what is that? ND Stars? There's a documentary on YouTube that shows how American fast food seems to be a luxury in certain countries, and it's making their middle classes overweight. Huh. Interesting. Mark Wahlberg has a restaurant? Just another word to add to the squalor bin. Yeah. Well, I didn't get it wrong. I just didn't know what poutine meant. I knew what, or I thought I, well, no, okay, yeah, like I knew what squalor meant. I just mixed it up with like what it actually meant, if that makes any sense. I'm like, I know. Well, I guess that doesn't know. I guess you can add it to that list because I just got that wrong. I was like, squalor's when you're living in luxury, right? You're all like, no. Wahlburgers is a burger place on the Wahlburger family. It's kind of upscale. Their burgers are like $10. I mean, I'll pay it if the burger's good. Mark and Donnie Wahlberg. Anything imported brand is expensive when they come over. Our fast food, our home cooked food stalls run by screaming aunties, equivalent to food trucks you got there. I mean, food trucks are usually better than the typical fast food you'll get in terms of the taste. And yeah, I guess anything imported would be more expensive. Like if you live in Hawaii, shit's expensive. You want to get milk, it's like 3 times the price it is here in the States because they don't have any like fucking farms with cows out there, so they have to get it all imported. Poutine has become trendy at restaurants around here lately. Really? Not here in Vegas. Poutine is one of the things Canada is known for. It's like Boston and baked beans, or Maine and lobster. I mean, that's probably how I thought that it was a Canadian thing. I just wasn't for sure. I got into some embarrassing situation in the UK because pants mean underwear to them. God. Really? Oh, Burger King version is acceptable. Well, I'm Canadian French, so that's why I know about poutine. You should try it out if you ever come to Canada. I will. Now that I know it's kind of like a specialty. It's not good anywhere you go. Well, and Donnie Wahlberg own a burger restaurant. The burgers are good. Well, I gotta go try it out then. Why is Marky Mark? Why does he have a burger restaurant? I mean, if it's good, I guess that's why. But it's kind of surprising. And if I go to Canada, Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go because I want to go to Canada's Wonderland, which is a theme park. I just love theme parks. Like, it's one of the biggest reasons I like to travel. Like, it's fun. It's just a fun time. This was my money-making food truck idea. Have a truck called the dump truck that serves chicken and dumplings and other types of dumplings. Ooh, that sounds good. Who doesn't like dumplings? American fast food is all about making sure the taste is the same in every country, so most of the meat is imported. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess you would. But the dump truck idea, like, it's kind of a funny name for it. People will be like, the dump truck? What the fuck is that? And then they go check it out and they see, like, oh, hell yeah, we got chicken and dumplings here. I'm going to eat the shit out of this. That's not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, Cal could be one of the guides to Canada. But so could Michelle. And, oh shit, I forgot who the other person in here was from Canada. Sorry. I'm not sure why they would start a burger restaurant, but they did have a reality show about the restaurant. That's weird. But good for them. But to get back on track, hit me with more roller coaster quizzing. Like, you can even look up on Google, like, roller coaster quiz. Let's see how well I do. I'm curious. Like, I know a lot about it, but I'm not nearly on the same level as some other people. And I like talking about it. It's fun. I'm too lazy to do it, but I'm sure it would make money. It probably would. Did not work because Michael did hear about Yeah, that's true. And yes, this started off as a vaccine stream. Now this is a roller coaster FAQ quiz. One of my favorites is called Possessed in Dorney Park. Oh, I don't know which one that is. I know Dorney Park, because it's unfortunately one of the forgotten theme parks, I think by Cedar Park. But it has a ride there, I think called Hydra. That looks really fun. I think it's a floorless ride. Oh, it's one of the Impulse coasters. That's probably one that got moved there. Yeah, they have one of those in Cedar Point called Wicked Twister. And instead of having the part where you shoot up, where you go backwards and it's just a vertical spire, it's a spiral, so you twist at both ends, not just one. I've never been on one of those. They look fun. What is the highest roller coaster outside of the U.S.? Ooh, I don't know. Tallest one outside of the U.S. I know the fastest one, which in the world, which is outside of the U.S. But the tallest one outside the U.S. Fuck, dude, I don't know. Because there's no Stratocoasters outside the U.S., so it'd all be a Giga Coaster, but I don't know which fucking one. I don't know. Give me the answer. I genuinely don't know. I'm sure as soon as you say it, I'll be like, fuck, of course it is. But I actually don't know. I know it's a Giga Coaster. It'll be 300 some feet for sure. What are all the 3D rides at Universal Studios Park mean them? I've never been to Universal. That's not fucking fair. There's Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure there's a King Kong ride. I think there's a Simpsons the ride. I don't think you can qualify the Mummy as a 3D ride because it's actually on a track. Oh, I guess the Gringotts. Fuck, what is it called? Gringotts Escape? Escape from Gringotts? I think is what it's called. What else is there? Transformers. There's also Fast and the Furious. Is there any others? I don't fucking remember. That's not fair. I've never been. Oh, you're talking. Fuck, you're talking about Orlando. I might be wrong about it then, because I know those are all California ones. Although they probably have the same ones in Orlando. That's my final answer. I'm probably missing some, but that's my final answer. Telty, tell me how many I got right or wrong. What is the first speedy coaster? Speedy coaster? What are you talking about? That's Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. Okay, you got to give me real terms. There's no such thing as a speedy coaster. What do you mean by speedy? Just clarify for me real quick. Yes, I was right. Fuck yeah. Ayo, CBB. What was the first true roller coaster ever built? Oh, fuck. I think it was... Oh, shit. I've seen this in so many documentaries, and I can't fucking remember the name of it. I want to say it was called something The Dips. Because it would... it was literally you just, like, started up on a hill, and it would, like, just go on these little dips all the way down. Shit. Was it Train something? I don't fucking know. And just in time, I already said that one. That's King Ka. 128 miles an hour. Tallest roller coaster in the world. I don't know. It was a question I had. If you go to Cedar Point, you should go on Father's Day. It's gay day. What do you mean it's gay day? They changed Father's Day to Daddy's Day? It has dips, but it's not called that. Fuck, is it? I think it's Train something. I can't think of it. What's the largest wooden roller coaster? Ooh, what is the largest one? I don't know if they're talking about the lift hill or the drop, because I think there's two different answers to that. Does it have to be currently operating? Because I think I know the answer if it's one that's been taken down. But if it's one that's currently operating, that makes it a little tougher. Yeah, I know King Ka. That's famous. That's famous. The train is on the right track. Just give me the answer. I don't fucking know. What year was the Adventure Dome? I don't fucking know. 1991. I don't know. I have no idea. And yeah, wait, no, tell T. Give me clarification on that one. Does it have to be a currently operating wooden roller coaster or one that is still operating to this day? Because I think that will change the answer. I'm pretty sure. Come on, people, hit me. Hit me with more. I need to improve here. If I ever meet a coaster enthusiast, I need to flex on them. The Switchback Railway. Fuck me. I definitely know that, but I could not think of the name of it. Yeah, that was back in like... Shit, I don't remember when it was made. It was probably like 1908 or something. Like, I'm pretty sure roller coasters didn't really get started until the 20th century. Maybe the very end of the 19th century. Currently? Fuck. Shit, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess here. I think I might have already said it in the stream. Wait. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that might be wrong. I'm just gonna guess Goliath. The one at Great America. I don't think that's right though. And you better not hit me with a hybrid roller coaster, because that doesn't fucking count as a wooden one. But I'm gonna guess Goliath. I'm probably wrong on that. Father's Day is the day our rainbow friends go out in full force to Cedar Point. I should go then. That would be really fun. What company built King Dakar? Ooh, what company did build King Dakar? I don't think it's Premier Rides. Intamin. I'm pretty sure it's Intamin. Switchback Railway was built in 1884. Damn. Okay, yeah, so towards the end of the 19th century. Fucking A, man. That's... I mean, it's obviously not around anymore, but that's earlier than I thought. I was about to fix me a Bloody Mary, but I forgot we don't have vodka. Aw, that sucks. I almost bought a bottle today, but I was like, I probably shouldn't be drinking if I'm going to be having any side effects with the shot. Yeah, Intamin is solid coaster manufacturer. They usually build really good rides. Or basically, if you want to build something really fucking crazy, Intamin will do it for you. Alright, come on. Keep throwing them at me. And tell me if I was right on that wooden roller coaster, because I'm not 100%. Gonna give this to Justin and enjoy the ride. The drunk stream is my turn. Whenever that happens. The fuck was that? Ugh. I got some hair in my mouth. Tell T, don't abandon me. Help me. Which wooden coaster opened in 1992 at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas? That's probably Rattler. More than likely, that's Rattler. Colossus was the name. Really? Colossus? Which one? Where was it at? Colossus wooden... Oh, that might be in... Fuck, I think that's in fucking Europe. No, not that one. Not that one. Because if it's the one in Magic Mountain, it definitely was not the tallest wooden roller coaster now. And it's not even operating anymore. But it was at a certain point. Yeah, you gotta... Ooh, is it the one in Germany? It might be the one in fucking Germany. God damn it, it is. Kampf der Giganten. Of course it is. That's one of the Intamin prefab wooden roller coasters. See, Intamin. If you want to do something crazy, Intamin will do it for you. And Rattler's correct. Rattler looks like a lot of fun. They've converted it into an RMC now, and it's Iron Rattler. It's got mixed reviews. Yep, it's in Germany. I fucking knew it. Those fucking Intamin prefabs, man. It's not fair. Because I've seen a lot about... What park is that? Is it Heidi Park? Or is that... No, I don't think it's Heidi Park. Maybe it is, actually. I can't really remember. Ow, ow. Yeah, keep throwing them at me. This is not over. Zakia, hit me. Tobias, hit me with one. Everyone, hit me. I'm not doing as good as I thought I would. Are prefabs bad? No, they're known to be really smooth because they're built differently than regular wooden roller coasters. Like, wooden roller coasters are created like on the spot in the park, and that's why they can sometimes be a little bumpy or rough. But prefabs are made in a factory, like with a computer program essentially, and then are shipped to the park and literally assembled, kind of like a Lego block type thing. And they typically can do like crazier things than normal wooden roller coasters can. They're almost all like way taller. But I think there's only been 3 or 4 that have ever been built because they're extremely expensive and they're not really worth it. In a business perspective, they're not really worth it. Luna Park in Melbourne I remember it's probably I'm supposed to pronounce that. Has the oldest continually operating coaster in the world. What is it called? Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know. I know about Luna Park because they have a pretty cool aero coaster there, but that's definitely not the oldest operating coaster in the world. It's got to be one of their wooden ones. I'm going to take a guess on the name Leap the Dips. That might be it. Can you name at least 4 stand-up roller coasters? There's Riddler's Revenge. There's the Georgia Scorcher. There's Green Lantern. And there's also Shockwave, which is in Europe. I don't know much about RMCs either. Neither am I curious about. Oh, roller coasters. Come on, just look up a quiz. I am curious about it. I need to know how much I know. Which coaster built in 1926 is said to be haunted? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't fucking know. Just in time, you're hitting me with like the really hard ones. That's not Leap the Dips. I don't know what it is then. I only know about the one aero coaster that's at Luna Park, and I don't even remember the name of that one. Because it's not like a huge coaster enthusiast style park. It probably is mildly for that, you know, oldest continually operating ride, but I don't know what it is. Where's the first prefab coaster then? I'm pretty sure that's Colossus, actually. Ooh, maybe it's not. It might be the one in Japan. Look it up for me. I think it's Colossus is the first prefab that they ever made, but I'm not 100%. I'd like to try any of the coasters in the UK. Hell yes. In the UK, like, they go hard on some of their roller coasters. Some of those are like fucking insane. What's up, Trent? We're going through coaster knowledge. Hit me with a question about a roller coaster or a theme park. See if I can know. Haunted coaster Tornado. Where is it at? Oh, did they tear it down? It's at Coney Island, really. Oh yeah, it was already torn down. It was just a wooden roller coaster. Why do they think it's haunted? I'm more curious to why people think it's haunted. What is the fastest roller coaster in Florida? Ooh, in Florida. Does it have to be open right now? Because there's one that's built but not open yet and will for sure be the fastest one in Florida, but yeah, does it have to be open right now? And if it's not that one, what would it fucking be? Because at Busch Gardens Tampa has to be the park, because Disney World for sure doesn't have the fastest one, and Universal for sure doesn't have the. Oh, actually, maybe Universal does. No, I don't think it would. It's probably Busch Gardens Tampa. Open as of now. Okay, so it's not Iron Gwazi. It's gotta be a Busch Gardens. So which one is it? Montu's pretty fast. Kumba's pretty fast. Cheetah's not that fast. I'm gonna guess Shikra at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Oldest Melbourne coaster, the Scenic Railway. Okay, yeah. Those railway roller coasters were like really popular. I mean, they were pretty much all called railways. They weren't called roller coasters at first. Railway is essentially saying like, it'd be the equivalent of saying scenic roller coaster. But yeah, that makes sense. Which coaster is the tallest in the world and fastest in North America? Already said that one. It's King Ka at Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm waiting for someone to say what's the fastest in the world, because I do know that. But it's not the tallest in the world. It's actually not even that tall. The Smiler in Alton Towers is one to behold. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on the Smiler, but I'm pretty sure it has the most inversions of any roller coaster in the world. And just the look of it is like fucking crazy. I've been to lots of roller coasters worldwide. I'm sorry, but all my memories of them are a whoosh. Colossus was one of the first wooden roller coasters in the world to be made using prefabricated construction. In addition, Colossus was the first wooden roller coaster to utilize magnetic brakes. I mean, yeah, the Intamin prefabs were pretty revolutionary. Do you know the name of the roller coaster that got shut down after years in Six Flags Great America? I heard you're nuts. So it was a stand-up ride for sure. Ooh, I don't remember what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I know it's a stand-up roller coaster, but I can't think of the name of it. What would it be? I don't remember. Help me. What is the biggest roller coaster park in the world? Ooh, I don't know. By acres? Because if it's by acres, it's probably either like Nagashima Spyland or Six Flags Magic Mountain, I would guess. The Haunted Coaster was built by L.A. Thompson Company in 1926. It was said that people could see Thompson working in the coaster's tower, but he died years before the company built the coaster. Well, I don't believe that in terms of they saw a ghost, but thank you for telling me. Oh, nice, Armor. Got my second dose and I'm all done. And yes, I am still alive. Why not? And hello again. And we're doing a coaster quiz, so hit me with whatever questions you can come up with roller coasters or theme parks. If you can't think of any, search it on Google. I'm sure there's got to be some good ones. What is the fastest coaster in the world built in 2001? Formula Rasa. I believe it's at Abu Dhabi Land. Or Formula Rosa, I guess. Iron Wolf. Is that a stand-up roller coaster? Yes, Iron Wolf roller coaster. Let me look at this. Oh yeah, it is. It's a stand-up ride, just like I thought. Oh, and they renamed it Firebird at one point. Damn, they closed the whole thing? I thought they just converted it to a floorless and they let it keep going, but I guess not. I literally forgot the answer to my own question. I'm not at Busch Gardens, so... It's not at Busch Gardens, really? How is that possible? What else is there in fucking Florida? Tell T, you gotta look that up. Like, I need to know now. If it's not at Busch Gardens, how is that possible? The Pepsi Max big one in Blackpool was terrifying. I really want to go on that one. There's only a couple Aero hyper coasters in the world that are left. And I've been on Desperado out here in Nevada. Desperado is the one that inspired them to make the Pepsi Max big one. And I really want to go on it. When it was closed due to high winds last time I went, not gonna lie, I was kind of relieved. Aw, come on. It's the tallest, fastest ride in the park. You gotta go on it. My favorite ride is Batman. Nothing will ever top it for me. Really? Batman the ride? I mean, that's a clone ride. There's literally like 12 to 15 of them across the entire country. It is a good ride though, I'll give you that. And I'm assuming Hulk, you're talking about Universal Studios at Florida, the Incredible Hulk ride, because that one looks fucking awesome. And that means you're a B&M fan, because both of those rides are made by Bolliger and Mabillard. Metronoma's the fun go-to and watch. It's Six Flags Magic Mountain. I kind of figured that place is fucking huge. Fastest coaster in 2001 is not the answer that I have in this quiz. Wait, was it the fastest roller coaster in the year 2001? Because I know for sure Formula Rosa is the fastest ride in the world. What's the answer that you got? They call it the fastest, but I think they meant fastest acceleration. Oh shit, I don't remember the name of it. Because the fastest acceleration, it was an air-powered coaster. They don't make them anymore because they, like, fucking hurt. Oh, fuck, what is it called? I'm pretty sure it's in Japan. Oh shit, I can't remember because it takes you from like 0 to 100 in like literally 1 point something seconds. It's ridiculous. Give me the name of it. I really don't remember the name. I'm pretty sure it's the one in Japan, and it's an air-powered coaster. Can you name all the parks in Disney World, including the water parks? I've never been to Disney World, but I'm gonna give it a try. Epcot, Magic Kingdom. Oh shit, I don't fucking know. I don't remember the water park, but I know it has, or it had at least, the tallest water slide in the world. Shit, I don't fucking know. It's not fair. It's not named all the same ones as Disneyland, which I've been to plenty of times. It's Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot. Where the fuck is the Rock and Roller Coaster one? What's it? Like Hollywood something? No. What is it? MGM Studios? I think that's one of them. And then what the fuck is the future one called? I can't think of the last one. I really can't. All I can think of is how Kimmy's mom in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt was a coaster chaser. It's a coaster enthusiast. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They call it the fastest. Oh, yeah. Sheena, not so long ago, we were talking about how that girl was blocking the camera yesterday, was judging Michael. She can judge me all she wants. I don't give a fuck. And no, I haven't been to Great America because I've never been up to Illinois, but I would like to. Are you talking about Six Flags Great America or California Great America? Oh, it's Mako. Fuck me. I forgot about SeaWorld out there. Mako looks like a lot of fun. That thing looks fucking awesome. That's a Hyper B&M coaster. Damn it. I totally forgot about SeaWorld Orlando. This is how you know I'm like pretty obsessed with roller coasters. It actually makes me mad that I didn't know. Because I know of the ride. She did know what she was doing. She was just like, he sat next to my brother. I'm like, bitch, you could have both sat 2 seats down. Be mad at your brother for sitting next to me. The Twilight Zone ride at Disney recently changed to what movie franchise? Guardians of the Galaxy. But only at the California park. The Florida one is still the Tower of Terror. Is the Hulk your fave ride in Island of Adventure? I've never been, but it looks really cool. And honestly, my favorite ride at Universal Studios, well, I guess in Islands of Adventure, yeah, that probably would be the number one. But if we're talking Universal Studios Orlando, I'll bet it would be Hagrid's, what is it called? Magical Motorcycle Adventure or something? It has a really long name, but that would probably be my favorite ride. The answer, Dododampa. Fuck! It has such a classic name, too. But yeah, that ride has definitely the fastest acceleration out of any ride in the world. To the point where coaster enthusiasts actually don't like it, not because it's uncomfortable, because you just can't even really like conceive how fast you're going. I find the old wooden roller coasters too uncomfortable. I love wooden roller coasters. They make my brain rattle and they can't bank worth a damn. Well, that depends on which wooden roller coasters you're talking about. If it's a CCI wooden roller coaster, then yeah, they don't really do banking very much. But if it's a GCI roller coaster, wooden roller coaster, those have some awesome banking. But those are newer. Oh, the Grand National, the racing coaster. Yeah, the racing coasters are fun because I mean, there's always people trying to like touch the other people on the train. Those are fun. Have you been on the high roller? Yes, I did. I did go on it before it was removed, and it was the most boring roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. The only gimmick about it is that it's 900 feet up on the side of the tower, but you literally just go in circles like 6 times and then you're done. Like it's boring. Oh, did that cut out again? Sorry. My world shattered when I found out most roller coasters in Asia are licensed replicas or straight up pirated. They are, yeah, they kind of are. What is the first Giga Coaster? Ooh, what is the first Giga Coaster? I'll bet it's Millennium Force at Cedar Point. Oh shit, I hope I got that right. I think it's Millennium Force. I'm pretty sure that's the first Giga Coaster. It is for sure the first Giga Coaster, because Cedar Point also had the first Hyper Coaster, which was Magnum XL 200. I was about to restart my Wi-Fi. Sorry, that was probably me. Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. Fuck, I was on the right track. And Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. Blizzard Beach is the one I know that had, at least for a while, the tallest water slide. God damn it. And I know there's also Animal Kingdom, but, you know, whatever. What if that girl beside Michael was a YouTuber and she just posted her video? Story time, how I almost got kidnapped on a theme park. I was in my restraints, like I couldn't do anything. Didn't I say Animal Kingdom? Did I say something different? What is the brief sensation called that the front seat rider on a coaster feels when the coaster is suspended for a couple seconds? Probably hang time. Brief sensation when the front seat rider on a coaster feels when the coaster is suspended for a couple of seconds. I'm pretty sure that's hang time. SeaWorld is basic and so is their water park aquatic. SeaWorld is so much fun, actually. I love SeaWorld. I feel bad liking it because of the whole animal neglect that they've been known for, but they have been working hard to rectify it, which I gotta give credit where it's due. But I completely understand when people just want to boycott them entirely. And SeaWorld San Antonio, fucking choice. That Hagrid ride was so good. I hate you so much that you've been on it. God damn you. MGM Studios, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Typhoon Lagoon, and Epcot. I was close, okay? I was really close. What coasters was taken down for the Hagrid motorbike? Oh, one of the most classic rides of all fucking time. Dueling Dragons. It was there was a fire side and an ice side, and it had a famous loop where both coasters were like going right at each other, and they did a loop right in front of each other, so it looked like their legs were gonna hit the other people on the other train. And it got renamed Dragon Challenge when it turned into the Harry Potter area, and then they just got rid of it entirely to put in the Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Millennium Force is the first Giga Coaster. Bish. Thank you, Romeo. And the Blackish film has kept me away from that park. Really? Why? Hang time. Waited 3 hours to get on that ride, and it was worth it. Which ride are you talking about, Shayna? Oh, for Hagrid's motorbike. Yeah, when that first came out, probably still today, like, it has a huge line. But I think it would be worth it as well, because it's a really long ride. Like, some rides are, I don't know, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long. That one, I think, is at least 6 or 7 minutes. I'm so thankful to have ridden Snow White's Scary Adventure before it was taken down in Walt Disney World. Also love Tower Terror. I think they replaced Snow White's... Or Snow White has a roller coaster now at Disney World, but I think it's like the Dwarves Mine Train or some bullshit. Oh, you missed Dueling Dragons? I mean, that was one ride that a lot of people loved, but the reason they had to get rid of it was because, again, people bringing their fucking phones on the ride. There was a girl when that happened, when the two loops come right next to each other. Someone's phone like flew out of their hand and hit the other person on the other train, and I think it knocked her eye out. Like, she lost her eye entirely. And then there was another incident where something very similar happened, where it like broke someone's nose, and they were like, okay, we have to operate them so that they don't go at the same time. But then it just wasn't as good. And then the Harry Potter thing happened, and it just didn't really fit the area anymore, so they just got rid of it. If I had a boyfriend who would get down with Aerosmith and just ride some rides, I'd be thrilled. I'm not like the biggest Aerosmith fan, but I can get down and ride some rides. Rip Ride Rocket and Universal was great. Very scary. Rip Ride Rocket. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. Oops. Let me look it up. I'm sure as soon as I see it. Oh, is that the one with the... Okay, yeah, no, I do. He wrote it on... what was it? Jimmy Fallon? Was it Jimmy Fallon who rode this ride? I've heard it's okay. It looks cool. They did replace it. Should still be there in Disneyland though, but I'm just glad to have gotten there before they did the big renovations. And yeah, tell team, I feel bad for the girl who got her eye knocked out because it wasn't her fault. It's some dumb fuck who didn't put their phone in the baggage hold like you're supposed to. What is the first coaster to include 5 inversions? Ooh, I don't know. 5 inversions. It's kind of a standard number at this point. 5 inversions. I want to say it's something in Europe because they're usually the ones who push the inversion limit. Was it Batman the Ride? Because that one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inversions. Is it Batman the Ride? So those came out, I think, like mid to late 90s. What's the Harry Potter thing? But Rock and Roller Coaster had Aerosmith and was a thrill. I really want to go on the Rock and Roller Coaster because it's pretty cool that it's all like Aerosmith themed. I'm glad Shayna agrees. I would love to. Name all the countries in which Disney parks are located. Why are these so Disney focused? What? Okay, so the United States, Japan, Paris. Are there any others? I think it's just... Oh no, China. I think that's it. I think it's the US, China, Japan, and Paris. Yes, I got it right. Fuck up for 2 seconds. Oh my Christ. Oh, France, right. The fuck is it doing? Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My fucking internet hates me right now. Like, I feel like every stream I've done here lately has had problem with dropping frames and shit. Sorry. And yeah, sorry, I meant to say France. I realized Paris is a city, not a country. And from what I can tell, Germany does have some pretty good rides. The first 5 inversion coaster was in Darien Lake. Ooh, which one would it be then? Oh, shit, I don't know. Darien Lake is... I mean, it used to be like a way bigger theme park than it is now. And yes, the Disneyland, or Disney World, I don't know what to call it. It's Disney Hong Kong, yeah. And good night, Tobias. I say Hong Kong is separate from China, but I don't want to get into a fight. Well, officially it's not, so yeah. I focused on the Disney rides, but have you seen FPS video of Rock and Roller Coaster? The quick 0 to 60 gave me a heart attack. I mean, I've been on a ride that has a faster acceleration than that, so it doesn't bother me that much, but it's a pretty good acceleration. I've been on the accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm, goes from 0 to 80 in 2 point something seconds. That is fucking intense. Like, that got me good. It was a fun ride though. And yes, I'm back. My internet just hates everyone. But keep hitting me with some more questions. Well, yeah, it's called Disneyland Paris. That's kind of why I said Paris. But yes, technically I would have got that wrong because you asked for the countries, which is Paris is not a country. Oh, the Viper. Okay, yeah. I know of the ride. I'm pretty sure it's not operating anymore. Unless it's under a different name. The Rock and Roller Coaster is so fast and fun. Yeah, I mean, it's also a completely indoor roller coaster, like in pitch black, which is pretty cool. Hold on, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Not to throw up, don't worry. Um, but hit me with some more questions that I can answer when I get back. I'm back. I rotated my arm, and all the soreness hit me at once. I was like, oh, let's see how sore it is. And I was like, oh, fuck me. Ah, it fucking hurts. Definitely hurts more on the second go around. My arm was not this sore first time. It's probably going to get worse until at least like tomorrow morning. Ah. Alright. Oh, shit. No gray sweatpants on right now. I got my black jeans on. Almost went to Knott's Berry, but I was outvoted and went to the Six Flags water park in Cali instead. Oh, the Hurricane Harbor? I definitely prefer theme parks to water parks, but water parks are fun too. But I love Six Flags as well, not as much because I haven't found a ride to thrill me like TOT or Rockin'. Really? Six Flags usually has better thrill rides, but they just don't have the theming like Disneyland's do. Where are the Beast, Son of Beast, and Vortex located? That's King's Island. Son of Beast is no longer around. Vortex, it might have recently been taken down as well. I think it was actually. I'm pretty sure Vortex has also been removed. The Beast is still there though. Love this Looney Tune ride. It's been a hot minute. I've never been a fan of like Looney Tunes, so I don't think I've ever been on. Ow, fuck me, a Looney Tune ride. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. No, was it Pendulum Ride? Those are usually fun. Sometimes they'll make me a little queasy though. What record does the Medusa at Six Flags Great Adventure hold? What does it hold? I know the ride. Is it the first floorless roller coaster? Maybe the first roller coaster to have a Sidewinder element? I think it's one of those two things. Is it the first floorless? It might be the first floorless. I got a good question. Nietzsche tries to solve the problem of existence and overcome pessimism with which kind of Greek play? Comedy, satire, tragedy, historical? I would guess satire. The vaccine is starting to kick in. I mean, it's not that it's starting to kick in. It's, well, I guess so. But yeah, my arm is like, oh, bitch. It definitely hurts now. I was a kiddie for the most part, but I could see the amusement park for Six Flags that you turn we made to the water park and had me almost spawn. Aww. I was gonna say Hurricane Harbor is literally like right next to Magic Mountain. That's just a tease. He's gonna clip whatever I say anyways. Nah, Hurricane Harbor. Kings Island. That's another like bucket list park for me. I really want to go. Superman ride I can't do, and Doctor Doom Tower ride I can't do that either. I think they got rid of the Doctor Doom Tower ride, if I recall. Oh, I was right. Hey! Y'all can make your own Discord. First floorless coaster, okay. Come on. You're not out of questions. There's no such thing. Google is limitless. The Doctor Doom ride was the last tower ride I went on, Shannon. Never again. I love tower rides. Those are so much fun. Because I'm not afraid of heights, and like the taller up those things go, the better. I love water parks, but I can't swim in the deep end. I'm too scared for them, really. I'd do anything for a hot lifeguard to kiss me, but not out of making a fool of myself. Sometimes that's how it works. Floorless, where do you stand? It's a floorless roller coaster. You sit on it like you would any normal roller coaster, but below you is just the track. Like, it's not like you have a floor to put your feet on, so your feet dangle like right above the track. Obviously at a good enough distance where no one, no matter how tall you are, like you're not gonna like touch it or anything, but it kind of freaks you out a little bit. Those are really fun. There's one called Scream at Magic Mountain that I've been on many times. Name the water park that replaced Volcano Bay in Orlando, Florida. I don't know. I thought Volcano Bay was still there. Yeah, I really don't know. No pressure on Discord, I'm preparing. I was going to say, you all can do that. It's still there, Dr. Doom. I went like last month. It's still standing tall. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love those. It's called, I think an SNS Shock Tower is what they're called. Because there's one called Supreme Scream at Knott's Berry Farm. That thing is so much fun. I'll get on the Discord thing at some point. Like, what if your shoelace gets caught? It won't. Like, you're way too far for it to happen. CVB, there's no answer to that question. That's all. Just what do you view human as? And I would say not human at all, basically. Oh, dude, if there's a Studio Ghibli park, I'll for sure have to go at some point. That would be fucking cool. Just imagine the food there. Oh. That shit. Bussin'. Oh, I gotta keep rotating my arm. It sure hurts. Ow, ow. We got replaced by a Wet and Wild. That's bullshit. We used to have a Wet and Wild here in Las Vegas. Although the original Wet and Wild was so good. And then they replaced it with a new Wet and Wild a couple years back. And it's fucking shitty. Oh. Oh my god. Why does it hurt so much? I should have just done it in the same arm so that I could be ready for it. Why did I switch arms? Fucking A. You said ask me questions. Well, I meant about roller coasters. Fair point, Romeo. I would love if your fans would be called the Wet and Wilds. It's not too far off. Why didn't we get a thirst Instagram post for the final vaccine, though? I'll post one later. I don't know, Romeo. Best theme park food I have is at Tokyo Disney. Tokyo Disney is supposed to be like one of the best theme parks around. The sounds I'm making are pain. It fucking hurts. The Maria theme park. I haven't heard of that one. I don't remember if I asked you guys, but does anyone like warheads? These things are so intense. I love it. None of my friends do. They're like, that's too sour. It's not even fun. I'm like, it's fun because it's too sour. Like, look at that shit. Just completely, utterly coated in this fucking sour dust. It's ridiculous. I love toxic waste. And essentially, only the blue one. The blue raspberry is the best one for sure, but I already ate all those ones. Down the hatch. So you guys do like them. Toxic waste is a step 11 to warheads. Really? I have to try it though. I'm like delaying the inevitable here, and this shit is so... Ooh. Oh my god. Oh. Yes, bitch. Oh. It is extreme sour, motherfucker. CVB, there is no limit to roller coaster questions. There's so many. Oh my god. Whew, okay, sweet now. Fuck. Love it. Do you believe they will get more MCU rides in the future? Fuck yes. They're gonna cash in on that. Hell yes. I mean, they're making the Avengers campus at California Adventure. So hell yes. I don't know why I just pulled out a bunch of cheeses like I don't have the warhead in my mouth already. Super Nintendo World Japan. Oh no, I've seen that. Oh wait, no, have I? Because they were building a Nintendo World for Universal before the pandemic hit. What? Oh, it is at Universal Studios Japan. That's probably why they're making the one in California. Dude, that looks cool. Opening March 18th, 2021. Oh, so it's already open. Dude, that looks sick. I would nerd the fuck out over that. Oh, they built it right next to the The Harry Potter world out there, it looks like. Or is that Harry Potter world? Oh, that's cool. The next Falcon's still going to be live. As of now, yeah. That's my plan. Was it a fever dream, or was there an animated Young Avengers movie? I don't think there was a movie. I remember there being a show. And it's open now? I would go. What's the first roller coaster at Cedar Point? Ooh. The first one? It might not even be operating there anymore. And if it's not, I'm probably not going to guess it right. I would guess Blue Streak, but again, if it's one that's not operating there anymore, then I'm not sure. My guess is Blue Streak. I remember seeing one ride, but it looked like for kids. I just worry there isn't any adult thrill rides. Where at? I mean, yeah, they're making the Avengers campus at California Adventure. At Disney World, they probably are too. No, I'm not doing a live Attack on Titan reaction just to get people to shit on me in real time. It is Blue Streak? That's what I'm talking about. Ride still operates well, according to enthusiasts. Damn, this thing won't go away. This is the longest lasting candy I've had in a while. I'm about to look up a roller coaster quiz, and if I can't find one, you're all off the hook, but if not, I'm gonna be like, you motherfuckers could have been hitting me with more questions. Like, some of you are doing great, some of you are not. Attack on Michael from the Attack on Titan fans. It's not as bad as the Negan fans, but it's still pretty bad. Well, this is the first coaster to have a train facing backwards. Oh, fuck, man. Shit, I don't fucking know. What would it be? It's tough because there's a lot of coasters that have backwards facing trains now. I'm trying to think of what the first one would be. I don't know. Colossus and Magic Mountain. I don't fucking know. The Attack on Titan fans are going to get real bad. I mean, they might get what they want. I might actually start feeling bad for Reiner at some point. But I also might not, so we'll see. Yes, Justin is back. What European country has the largest number of coasters? European country. A lot of European countries have coasters, so which one would have the most? I'm gonna guess Germany, because they have Phantasialand, Heidi Park, and at least one other pretty major theme park. I would guess Germany. 7.1 hectares of land within the former site of the 2004 World Expo. No. God damn it.